He's 22 and he's a stadium level.
You think he's selling 20,000 everywhere he go?
Mm-mm.
And maybe not everywhere, but probably half the country.
Do you think he's a bigger tour act than J. Cole? And you seen J. Cole live.
Yes.
You think Baby's doing that? Stop.
Yes.
Stop.
Yep.
Stop.
No.
You don't believe
And
that.
First of all,
You
let's
don't
stop
believe
with-
that. You
let's
don't believe
stop.
that.
All right,
You
but
don't
let's
believe.
stop.
But do you believe
Let's stop
that?
here.
Do you
Let's stop
believe
here.
that? Do you believe
J.
that?
Cole's tour had what? Fucking Young Thug on it, and who else? Was it Uzi? Was it
They
another?
also-
Come on, bro. They coming there for Cole. Don't try to.
Yeah.
They're coming there
What
for
you talking
J.
about?
Cole.
Oh, Young Thug was just talking about today, dog. You motherfucker, he could sell arenas. You feel me?
I
So
was
some
just
people-
about to say they think that Young
No.
Thug could sell arenas easy. I don't think he could.
And I don't think he can. Everybody can't do that shit.
I don't know why
It's
you
only
guys are like
about-
comparing a guy in his first year of rapping, second year of rapping, to J. Cole and Drake, who have been rapping
We
since
didn't compare.
2007,
No.
8.
You compared them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
We
he's
didn't
not
compare him
you
to
guys are
anybody.
saying he's not a level.
We
He's
didn't
not a
do
Drake level.
anything.
He's not a J. Cole level. He's 22. He's been rapping for 4 fucking
Okay.
years.
And
Exactly.
he's not their level.
We are arguing against them being compared. People are
They shouldn't
comparing
even
them
be
as the same.
compared.
Well, you said as the next great, and I'm saying, how do you know he's not?
No, I said he's not Drake.
Yeah.
No, you said they're building him up like he's the next big, like, great thing, and he's not.
I never said
And I
that.
said, how do you know?
I
Yes, you
literally
did.
didn't
But that's how we
say
started this whole
I
drama. Like, how the
definitely
fuck
didn't
do
say
you
that.
know? How isn't he?
No, I
How
said
would you know that he is?
We literally, Flock literally said they're building him up like he's like the next like big like great rapper, and he's not. And I said,
I
"How do
literally
you know
didn't
that?"
say that.
You literally said that, and then I was like, "How do you know that, bro? You don't like his style. You don't like how he raps. You don't know how he sounds. Like, how do you not know that?" And then we started debating this. That's what the whole debate was.
No, I'm saying, let me tell you
And
what
then
I'm
he
saying.
was like, "Well,
then.
he ain't no Drake."
He
and
is
I was
not
like, yeah,
Drake,
he's
and
not-
they are
he's
acting
not-
like he's Drake.
Year 2 Little Baby is not year 15 Drake. No.
I don't even know if he's year 5 Drake, year 2 Drake. I mean,
Yes,
you had to think when Drake was going off, it was with Wayne and Nicki. It was insane.
That was different, yo. That was different. You wildin'. That shit was different. Lil Wayne, his protege, and I
Fucking
fuck
dude
with Baby.
All right,
But
that's
come
fine,
on.
whatever. Who cares? Who cares?
I ain't. Yeah.
Because who cares? Because he came right up after Young Thug and Migos on the same fucking label.
We're talking
They
about
had
Lil
all
Wayne.
the all the momentum in the
We're talking
world. It's
about
like the
Lil
same
Wayne,
buildup.
bro. In Prime Wayne. We're talking about Prime Wayne.
You think year 2 Drake had better than a year 2 Baby? Because I don't know. If this is year 2 Baby, it's really like year 3.
What are we
I don't-
talking about? Rapping?
And we're talking about like buzz in general.
Buzz, I'm still going Drake.
I would
No.
have to go Drake.
Drake's
Especially
got
'cause-
more mass appeal too.
And it wasn't even like this. The internet wasn't like it is now.
Why?
Year 2 Drake.
It's obvious why he's got more mass appeal.
Okay.
I'm
It
not
is
saying
obvious.
yeah.
It is obvious.
Why?
And he was on TV. And white people like him.
Is okay, but is white people like Little Baby though?
So I'm not saying it's right or I agree with it. I'm just saying that's what's going on.
If Little Baby's not the next big like arena level artist, then there is no next big arena level artist in rap.
I'm not mad at that. I don't see. I mean, you think Baby could be?
I think
That-
Uzi's selling out some arenas, and Baby's just as big as Uzi.
I don't know.
Wait, who?
I don't even know how to
Uzi?
gauge that shit anymore.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's all views, sales. Baby's got all like the.
I don't think,
all the
like
shit-
Flock said, I don't think YouTube views equate to people buying $200 arena tickets for nosebleed seats. Like, no.
Yeah, it's not the
Everything.
same.
Everything he's on is a hit, dog.
I mean, you got to
This
think
is-
with Wayne, Drake had like right above it. I'm on one. I think Forever. Like hell yeah, fucking right. Believe me, she will. Like Money to Blow. It's just
That shit was
Miss
different.
Me. She will.
He
Ignorant
didn't have a
Shit.
wax song for like 5 years. He didn't have a wax song until we found out he didn't write his raps.
Y'all talking about like year 7s.
I don't know what year those is, but I'm with John. It's he didn't miss.
Once he popped, it was a rap. It was a rap.
What's the argument? I don't understand the argument. That
You
Little
brought
Baby's
it up.
not Drake. I didn't bring it up at all.
You see how this dude will flip
I
on
didn't
hoes?
bring anything up.
That's
I didn't bring it
crazy.
up. I just don't understand it. Like, what's the comparison?
We didn't. We never compared them. You did.
Yeah, you did, dog. Flocka brung up Drake, and then you brung up J. Cole. And I don't know why comparing this like 23-year-old kid to these 36-year-old men that are on their 20th rap year career.
You see how he got to flip it back to make.
I don't get it.
You see his little mind game.
I just don't like how y'all downplaying this young man from
This
winning,
shit is
dog.
crazy.
Dude's coming up the
Nobody
best year of his
downplayed
career.
him.
Y'all just downplaying it. Like,
Nah, you just comparing him to people that's out of here.
I'm not comparing him to those fellas. They are old as shit in comparison to him. I'm not comparing him to those guys. The class of 2008. I'm not
What are you
comparing.
talking about then, Flock?
What are we talking about, Flock?
Okay, let's reset it then. I think if Drake came out now with the internet, with TikTok, with when Vine happened, when everything went down where you can get viral in a second, if he was in year 2 versus Lil Baby in year 2, it would be over.
Well, I don't know that the mystique around Drake didn't help his
The
career
mystique.
because it was like this big build.
Joe Budden would
like,
be fucking huge if it was Mystique.
It was like, yo, who is this boy? He dropped it so far, so gone. Shit, it's like, oh, shit's popping. Oh, is Wayne really gonna sign him? Like, was he really on Degrassi and shit? And then he dropped his little album, and he had Wayne and Nicki and fucking all these different
You gonna say
superstars.
his little
on,
album? This motherfucker was out of here.
He was out of there, bro. But it was like a buzz.
He had Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, Young Jeezy,
bro. It went from
all
like,
on his debut album.
Yeah, that's cheap.
And you comparing them though. That's debut album.
No, it's cheap.
That's facts,
That's
man.
debut
That's
album.
That's debate ending right there.
Thank you.
It is, yeah. He had all them on the album.
He on a lifeline now.
Yeah, he calling somebody.
What the fuck is going
Hey,
on?
yo, help me out, yo.
Yeah, I need help. Come on, man.
They're killing me. Yeah, he did have all them on the album, and even the all the
That's
songs
ridiculous.
before. When you think
You're
about
talking
his
about
mixtapes,
motherfucking cheat code, dog.
Exactly, and you comparing them.
I wasn't comparing them,
You
bro.
said
Flocka
you said
he's
time
not
by
the
time.
next-
If we go their
he said
first
he's
albums,
not the next great rapper. And then I said,
never
how
said
do you
that.
not know that? I wish he was recording when we first started doing this, bro. Because I swear you said they painted him up like he's like the next big like rapper, great rapper, and he's not.
Like he is Drake. They're trying to say
You
like
said-
he
you
is
said-
He's
Drake.
the superstar rapper right now. He is.
I don't think he's in the same tier. He's not even in the same tier as Ye, and Ye ain't even rapping like that. I mean, it's different levels to being able to go.
What are we talking about, dog?
To being able to go
do
and
you see how he tried to get out of
What are we
shit? This is
talking
how he
about?
tried to get out of shit.
I'm not even like,
He
it's
lost?
just like we're saying
Does he
he's
know
not
he
a
lost?
superstar
So what are you
rapper
trying to
right
say?
now.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, but there's no debating. He's the superstar rapper right now. He is.
You're saying he's the biggest rapper right now.
Yeah,
Or
probably.
is he the biggest young rapper?
He's the biggest rapper this year.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's the hottest rapper.
I might even go Roddy Rich for him.
Yeah, if that's rap, who knows?
Are we saying of this year and we're isolating the year? If this was the only year, that's what we're saying? That he would be the biggest?
I don't even know anymore, honestly. I'm just.
He got into something that he couldn't even.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was getting.
There was nothing. There's just nothing to like debate here. So there's no argument. You guys are
There
saying
is an
that he's not the next.
argument.
Flocka started by saying he's not the next great rapper, and I said, "How do you know?" And I don't really care that much because I don't even listen to that much, baby. So I don't really give a fuck. But I just don't know how you can dismiss it as he's not the next great rapper because he doesn't have the trajectory of Drake, who's probably the biggest rapper ever.
Nobody
all
said
time.
that though.
Fox started with that, and then you started with he can't tour like J. Cole, who's in his 15th year.
Nobody said nothing like that.
Because you guys both did, dog. What the fuck is going on here? You both said them, Johns. Both of them. Word for word.
After we had got into the debate, you were saying he could sell out arenas, and I'm saying so you think he could do what Cole does because Cole sells out arenas. So I'm saying you think
help. I think Baby, Migos, and
That's help.
motherfucking Uzi can go sell out arenas. Yeah.
That is help. How are you going to
Yeah, that's what I
get
said.
mad at Cole
sells
for
them out
getting
with
help?
Yeah, so Baby can do the same shit with help, bro.
so you don't think Cole could sell out an arena tour without Thug?
No. Nope.
Do you remember Young Thug's set?
Yeah, shit was hard.
No, you don't. Stop.
Nah.
Look, you don't remember one song where he performed from
Nah,
there.
he was actually
It wasn't.
really. You know what's funny about that $1 Million for the Game interview was he was a really poor performer.
Exactly.
when he was saying like everybody knows the songs, and like, yeah, they do, but he was a really lazy performer.
That's what I'm saying. You think he could sell out an arena?
No, but I think he probably brings like 5,000 people to it. In a city like Philly, for sure.
See, that's a
Cole's
stadium.
selling
That
out
ain't
Philly
even an arena.
regardless, bro. Cole's selling out Philly regardless. He's out of here. Baby could definitely do $5,000 or 5,000 people halls though. Easy.
Whatever you guys say.
20,000 is a lot of people.
20,000 is a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people. This reminds me of our text with me and Dill, where every time I try to bring up something, he makes me feel bad for saying something, or he works it around and turns it back on me.
You just gotta catch his games. You gotta catch his games.
That shit don't
You gotta catch it before he try to get you with it.
Dog. That shit don't even be happening. That's crazy. I got a truck from you, John, tomorrow too, John. I hope.
No, I just seen you on there. That's fine.
All right, thank God, dog.
I'll be there at night though.
Thank God. But nah, what's it called, Flock? I don't be doing none of that shit, bro. It's cat.
What is that about, man?
I don't know what you talking about, dog. And I just got off a little argument off the phone before I hopped on the pod, so I'm a little on edge too.
Bill's just extra argumentative right now.
Nice.
I'm about to hit the loud though, low key. Nah, you was on some manipulative shit the other day. That was you.
I was just trying to open up to you about the struggles of having a baby, and Dill's like, if my baby cries without tears, I'm leaving it in the crib for 5 days straight.
Damn.
Okay, no, so that's gonna be a crying ass baby. But I wasn't joking. I was being serious.
In the week stage, you gonna leave?
Nah, I was 2 weeks. What's it called? It's crazy because I was what's it called? Shane just asked me how Flock was doing and shit, and I had told him his baby cries a lot. He said that he's struggling with that shit, and Shane was like, "That's crazy. He be getting up. It's nothing he could do." Like, he was like, "I used to just sleep that shit off and let Bo deal with it." Yep.
That's fucked.
That's so fucked up.
That's why we friends.
That's fucked up.
No cap though.
And we gotta get Shane back on here and talk about it. He was just giving us the pod last week. You gotta be in tune with your wife's needs and know what they want. But he lets the baby cry through. Man, I'm calling bullshit.
Nah, bro.
You gotta get up, man.
I like that. Do you?
I think so. I think it's good for the relationship.
Yeah, that seems fair.
You can't let it like cry through the night?
Not at that old. They don't know nothing. They need to know that you're there.
Well, you had said that the babies don't be crying, they be screaming. So it's really just yelling. So I was saying if it's just a yell, let them yell. Fuck it.
It sounds like a yell because they can't produce tears, but I mean they're upset.
Nah, I'm capping. I'd probably wake up.
Yeah, that would have been cool. You just let the baby cry.
Yeah. Plus that shit would suck. I'd probably just keep the baby in the bed, but then people be rolling over on them shits.
Yeah, they say that's dangerous.
Yeah, they be rolling over on them and then strangling them.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. I read an article about that like a month or two ago. Somebody rolled over on their baby, strangled it. My man's used to sleep with his baby like that, and I would always tell him, like, yeah, you gotta chill. You roll over that shit. That shit's done. Donezo. Squash that baby.
Sometimes to get her to stop crying, I put her on my chest and kind of, when I fall asleep on accident, kind of put her head underneath my chin so she don't breathe into my chest and suffocate. I would probably just go ahead and off myself if I woke up and that happened. I might just call it a day.
Yeah, there's a few reasons I would off myself. No questions asked, and that'd probably be one of them.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be fucked up.
I was gonna just go through the list, but no.
What's your list? The list, you got it in your phone? That's what we're doing at the end of the pod. Your top 3 reasons you would off yourself.
Oh, shit.
That shit could get real offensive, dog. I don't want to do that.
Goodness gracious.
Nobody's like, damn, I'm living with that. Like not good. Can't be me, dog. Nah, what's it called though? Y'all got topics?
Yeah, introduce us.
Real life deal here with John and Flock. Views from the chair pod. Chat time.
Yeah, we better get the 2K. Mitch, he looks nasty. Every picture I've seen him, he looks so nasty.
You shouldn't judge somebody's physical appearance, man.
That's the dude that's blocking us from the 2K.
Yeah. I'll shame Mitch all day. I'll shame him publicly, privately. I don't care.
What's the why won't he do the 2K though? I don't understand that. What's the argument against the 2K?
Socialism.
Because like only thing I see out of the guys that are voting against it are saying like we don't want to increase the deficit. I think that's what I read. And like if that's the case, it's like come on, yo. Come on, yo.
Doesn't he want him to sign another bill though?
Well, initially it was like what that they didn't want to sign it because there was too much stuff. And then if you read on, it's like yo, all right, then it's the foreign aid shit or whatever the arguments are. It's like all right, yeah, we'll just make the bill so it just goes to us. And isn't that what it is now?
I think it has a lot of other stuff in it.
Yeah.
I thought they canceled that joint. They was going straight for just the bread to the people and shit. But if it's like a bunch of stipulations and shit on it, then I don't know what the fuck's on that joint, bro. So I don't know if they should vote for it or vote for against it. I can't call it.
When Trump go at the Republicans, it sounds a little crazy. You blocking that.
Yeah, but Trump's probably already thinking about when he's going to rerun in 4 years, and now he's going to get a lot more like the center votes. Like I'm going to win that off. Because the hard rights are going to vote for him regardless. He's got that in the bag.
I don't understand why he didn't do that the first time.
Because he thought he had enough pull from the run that he would have got all those votes anyway, and he didn't realize how much he lost with like the middle class America and the educated America. And now he's doing shit like this. It's going to be like, oh, he can't be that bad of a guy. See, he's for the people. So like long-term strategy, smart man.
Did he say he running in 4 years?
No, I think he's still going with he didn't lose. But
he has talked about running again in 4 years, saying that I'll see y'all in 4 years if I don't win this one.
This fucking guy.
The crazy thing about him saying that he wants the 2K is that he sent it back saying he approved, but he also redlined a ton of shit out of there. Right, so it wasn't just like I'm straight up agreeing with the Democrats. It was I want all this other stuff in. No, it wasn't straight up.
Raise the price, yeah, all right. But
the politicians fucking suck.
Yeah, it's nasty to deny people money and then go home to your mansion. That's just crazy.
Especially when you really got it.
Yeah. As much as I'd be like trying to champ the Democrats and shit, like some of the shit they be putting in the first bill, when all my friends was like trashing that shit, they was like, I just don't understand. I was like, what do you mean? Because I'm only seeing like from my timeline the algorithm, all the like the nut ass shit the Republicans are trying to push through it. And they're like, I forget what it was, but it was like a bunch of stupid ass shit like airline restrictions and shit. I'm like, dog, why the fuck is that even in the COVID bill right now? They're like, what are we doing?
That's how they do all bills. They put mad other shit in there. It's crazy.
That shit is wild. Like, oh, this issue needs to be dealt with right now. So let's sneak the issue we've been working on for the last 4 years and can't get through with it. And then, like, fuck out of here, dog. Just give us some bread. This shit is crazy. Yeah, this shit is crazy, though.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
We are.
For a while.
Yeah.
Think of the people that really need that shit, though. Like, really need that shit.
Yeah, I was just reading another article. I think 40 million Americans are about to lose their home.
Really need that shit.
40 million, dog.
And to see other countries getting that shit monthly is fucked up.
40 million, bro. They're about to lose their home. And that's just like 40 million households, bro. That could be 4 people in each joint. You feel me? That's mad homeless people, dog.
And that's just recently.
Yeah.
It's crazy that everybody is for this help when they get mad at the left and the far left for being social democrats. Like, this is the epitome of the government helping out when times get rough. It's not socialism. It's social democracy is help one another.
It's exactly that. Well, like both of y'all saying, what's the reason not to do it? It can't be any legit reason not to do it.
Yeah. They say the debt has went up with Trump more than it's ever went up.
And the debt's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up.
Oh, you're going to spend money on what you want to spend money on. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It ain't the people. That's fucked up.
Motherfuckers don't give a fuck when they building them fucking $4 billion fucking ships that be carrying the planes and shit. Add that deficit up, baby.
I remember I broke it down one time. I looked up how much it cost to build an aircraft carrier versus how much it cost to build a rehab. And I think it was something like you could build and keep running 200 rehabs for every aircraft carrier.
Damn.
Like you could really help the people out.
For sure. Damn.
Yeah, but do you think we build up so much like hate in the world that if we ever did start like chilling on like all the army and military spending, like people would start trying us a lot more? Like, what if we just cut our shit in half? You think motherfuckers would be like, all right, it's go time? Like, yeah, they looking weak out here. It's go time. Fuck it. Because I do think that's a possibility. Like, I'm like, yeah, we spend way too much money on the military for sure. Like, way, way too much. But like, motherfuckers be like, yeah, let's cut that shit in half, or like maybe use a quarter. I'm like, man, there's so many countries waiting for us to be sweet out here, dog.
No, that bill Mitch McConnell once signed is 741 billion for national defense. 741 billion.
That's nuts.
Come on, bro.
And
That's
we're already
crazy.
the largest by like 20 times or something like that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. $741 billion.
They need to get his bird wet, dog.
Come on, bro.
Cocaine Mitch.
That motherfucker need to get his bird wet. He out here wilding.
Yeah, it's nuts. It is nuts.
Nah, that shit crazy.
What should we hit on first?
I was gonna ask you guys got topics. I can start rolling through shit.
Yeah, get us started on the one, then I'll go.
It's a nice hat, John. It's a nice little get up you got there, man. Good for
you.
Good for you. Yeah, so what's it called? It was a viral video, right? Like last year and a half ago, where this lady, like this fellow, was like boosting about how he pays for all his wife's bills. John, you probably saw it, right? So there's this older black fella, right? And he's like, yeah, my wife never paid a mortgage. She's never paid a car note, no car insurance. She don't never had to pay no fucking electric bills, cell phone bills, blah, blah. Like everybody was praising that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it resurfaced last week that he was on like, it wasn't Dr. Phil, but it was like one of them Johns like Fix My Life, because his wife wants to leave him and his kids all hate him because they've been begging for his time. But instead he's been like working to be a provider. And that was like his big rant. Like, I'm the provider. That's my role as a man, to be the provider. I'm going to pay for my wife. I'm going to make sure my kids are straight. And now his wife damn near wants a divorce, and all his kids hate him because they've never got any of the bonding or valuable time they had with him. All he cared about was providing. So it made me think like, wow, that's fucked up, number one. And it's funny how life works like that.
Yeah.
To where, like, in his mind, he's doing exactly what he should do to put his family in like the area to succeed, all of them. And in his wife's minds and his kids' minds, the only thing he's not giving them is more important than what he is. And I was curious on that part. And then on the other aspect is, should a fella pay all the bills?
No.
I think depends on what you're doing.
Yeah. So should a fella pay all the bills? Should there be joint spending accounts? Like, is that a dynamic on like the gender role shit to where it's like, yo, a guy's got to pay more, or a guy's got to pay all?
Because
go ahead.
Why would he have to pay more or all?
Well, that's what I like as a society. That's what we always went for. The guy's the provider. I think it's a little unrealistic now, though. Well, I think like back in the day, it was because guys had the better paying jobs. They usually the wife stayed home. So like historically, it made sense. Now that we're in 2020, it doesn't really make as much sense, especially since the cost of living drove up so much, and you don't really see the single income households unless you're in that top percent. And if you do, like I don't know. I go back and forth on it, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like if you can do it, by all means, go ahead, pay all the bills. But if you killing yourself doing it, or it's like you said, you taking time away. If she can pay bills and she doesn't mind paying them, I don't see the harm in allowing her or letting her pay some bills.
Letting her.
I knew you were gonna say that, Walk. I knew you were gonna say that.
Because like you said though, like
allowing her to contribute.
Hey, I'm gonna let you pay this for it.
But some dudes would be like, nah, you can't pay shit. Some dudes would say, nah, you're not paying nothing. I'm paying all the bills. And that, I guess, makes them feel a certain way.
I think that's a fragile ego.
What, if you pay all the bills?
No, I think if you feel like you have to in order to be a provider. I mean, you've got so many other ways to connect with your family. That you've got to utilize some of those other options, because just like Dill said, these kids are okay. You gave me money, but you didn't make me feel secure and loved and trusted. Like that's way more important.
So you think you should split up joint accounts?
Do I think you should split up joint accounts?
Like, nah, split up joint accounts. Like, do you think you should split up the bills, or should you do a joint account, or like, should it go off who makes more money regardless of the gender? Like how do you think it should work?
For me, it's different for every couple. Em and I, we have a joint account and we share the bills. We don't have anything that I'm just going to pay for this. But I know other couples that they split up their money and they work it out. I think it's about what makes the dynamic feel equal. There's a bunch of different options.
Yeah.
I was talking to a lady friend of mine, and she was telling me how her fellow was paying like all the bills and whatnot, and she felt like it gave her kind of or gave him kind of a ownership complex. Like basically,
Sounds right.
I'm paying for everything, so like I basically can do what I want to do because I'm providing you this lifestyle. And I feel like that could be toxic, but I also could see how somebody could feel like that as well.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, this is my crib. That's my car. I'm paying for it all. It's my house. I feel like that'd be a little dangerous to play with. But same like John, I'm like mad in the thought process of like, yeah, like, man, you could go 50-50, blah blah. But I also think I'll probably end up like paying the majority of shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could say I'm paying mortgage, I'm paying rent. You just pay the cable and electric. Or you could say I'm paying all the car bill, like whatever. You could split it up and
Yeah, because if I'm already living by myself, if you move in with me, that's just added benefit. You grab some groceries and shit. That's all extra.
Yeah, pay. Yeah.
I would think at that point it would have to still be y'all's house. You know, if unless you don't plan on being in a relationship long term.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna if we're trying to get married, even though you're paying, you've got to make it both person's house equally.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying like I would have the ownership complex of it because I think that would be like fucked up. But I see how certain guys do. Like I get their point of view on that. I just think it's a little nasty. Like that's probably a little fucked up.
So you say you would pay majority though?
I feel like
you
I
were
would.
in a relationship right now.
I'm pretty progressive in my thought process, and I'm still like, if I'm out with a lady, I'm not letting her pay.
Yeah, that shit's controlly.
Like I'm not gonna let her pay. Like even if we both make the same amount of money, it's like, yeah,
I don't know what that shit. Why are we like that?
It's nice when they pull the card out and shit. It's like, oh, that was nice of you, but nah, nah, yeah, you are. I don't know. That's fucked up though.
It depends on the woman because if you're on a date with a woman and you say, I'm not going to let you pay, that's going to trigger everything that they've learned on Twitter for the past 10 years. Like,
yeah, maybe the bitches you fucking with. The ones I'm with, they not even really trying to pull the card out. They pump faking pull it out a little bit and just waiting so I could see it. Like, oh no, I got it. Thank God. I can't have it.
Hopefully all of them listen. They're just gonna stone cold you at the next day, not even look at you. Just pull it out.
Balls. But what's a
wow? It is nice when they pay though. It is nice when they pay.
Yeah,
though.
Bro. It is like
it
a
is
little
nice
like it's a masculine ego boost, dog. Like like
damn.
Yeah, I'm paying. I got it. Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Big boss.
Nah, I mean that's toxic, definitely.
We did. I mean, I can probably say that I was stuck in that for a long time. I mean, all the first dates that I went on, it was I'm paying. It wasn't even a thought. Like I didn't even see how that could be a little bit weird.
Yeah, if I don't have money to pay the whole thing, I'm not even going out.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, asking somebody to go 50-50 with you on a date is wild. Want to break this joint down the middle? No. What the fuck?
Fuck no. Could you imagine?
No, brokey, stay in the house. Why did you even ask me to come out?
You want to split this blooming onion with me?
Yeah. we get 2 for 20s. So I'm asking you for the 10.
Hey, I used to kill the 2 for 20s.
That was clutch back in the day.
Yeah, for sure, dog.
In high school, fresh out.
High school, last year.
They used to want McDonald's
before
back
COVID. Back in January, that shit used to be clutch.
Was it the cool thing in y'all's school to show up with the styrofoam cup from the local restaurant? Like, yeah, we all went out to breakfast this morning and everybody would sip on the same cup of the one drink all day just to show it off?
Nah, because I think everybody was just walking in with their breakfast at our school.
I feel you.
I was just
you could just walk across the street and get the Burger King and come back with the bag.
Walk in with the bag.
But wasn't that kind of like a cool
It
thing
was a little
too?
flex. It was a little
Yeah, it was a
flex.
flex.
Like, yeah, I went
I
to
left.
Burger King.
Yeah,
This was
what's
five.
up?
This was $5.50. This wasn't. This
left.
wasn't that 125
Oh,
lunch.
you thought I was about to get that slice of pizza? Come on, yeah, I got a Whopper.
And my shit got cheese on it.
My boys had them Burger King coupons on deck too, dog.
What?
They used to
Come on,
feed us
dog.
the nastiest food in school, wondering why we had all these cognitive delays. Like, I'm eating pizza bread. It's literally just the crust with some cheese poured on top.
Well, that shit was
Marinara
fire, dog.
sauce. That's what I was about to say. We
That
used
shit
to
was
kill
fire.
that
I wasn't
shit.
mad at the pizza bread, dog.
We used to kill that shit.
I wasn't mad at the nuggets either, dog.
Man.
Wondering why we're all
That's
obese.
bullshit.
Shit. By the time I was in high school, though, I was just getting a pretzel and a cookie, dog. Every
Yeah,
day,
right.
going
That
snack
boy
on.
was doubling pizzas every Friday.
Oh,
Don't
when it
listen
was
to him.
pizza day, though, I was doubling up. That's why I was getting a pretzel. I was saving up all week for that Friday
Yo,
double,
that
dog.
motherfucker Friday double
No
was
cap, dog. I couldn't wait till I got a job in high school. I was rich.
shit.
I was rich with them 125 a week checks, dog. Rich. He'll get a Chuck and Imagine American Eagle shirt. Whew, fucking them up every week, dog.
High school is different.
No cap.
Yep.
Shoes used to be cheaper back then too. You get a
85
nice
for the
little
Jordans.
I don't know where you was grabbing them Johns.
Yeah, they was like
For the
130
85.
in high school. Like
Them shit was like
135.
150.
They ain't go 150 till later.
That's
I
pretty
remember
sure they was 150 all throughout high school.
135. I remember that
His
price.
Tim's was always 150 too. I think them shit's like 200 now.
All that shit went up.
Yeah.
All that shit went up. Shit,
We
we used
had-
to get 2 shells for $89.
No cap, bro. 2 shells, $89.99, bro.
That's
Every
shit
time.
crazy.
I start that school year budget off. I get 2 shells and then an exotic sneak to freak it. Come on, bro. Had $250 left for the clothes. Come on, dog. Go to Burlington and fuck that shit up.
I might say fuck it and just get one exotic sneak because I ain't had 250.
Shit, my mom was starting me with the 5 every year, bro.
Definitely wasn't getting a 5, but I made that shit stretch though.
I used to stretch that bitch until November for my birthday. Get another 2 sneaks for my birthday, some clothes. Then Christmas come, tax season come after that.
5, that's nice to start the
Oh,
school
fuck
year.
yeah, dog. Fuck
I
yeah.
didn't get the 5.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's why I was starting
5,
on them.
damn.
You start the year with the 5. Vicky,
5. I'm
with
saving
the
up
5.
lunch money to get
Oh,
my
God.
sneaks.
Vicky, start me with the 5, dog. I get 2
I'm
shells.
cutting
and a
grass
sneak.
and all types of shit.
No, cuz 2
I
shells.
need
and
them
a sneak.
J's.
No cap. 2 shells and a sneak. Then I hit Burlington. Then by the time we got the sophomore year, it was motherfucker. You go to American Eagle, Hollister, and Arrow, dog. You getting Old Navy? You getting 30 shirts for $100?
Nah, that shit was crazy back then.
30 shirts. I'm fresh for a month straight. I'm not re-wearing shit.
That shit was crazy.
So that's why you showed up to college with the AFJs.
You had Air Force One J's.
Nah, that was you.
No, you had Air Force
How you gonna
One
flip
J's.
it on
I
me? You
never,
always
I never
flip it.
had Air Force One J's. John, no, I never had Air Force One
But
J's.
hold up, I have a pair of Air Force One J's.
Oh, you did have Air Force One J's.
And I
Both
kept
y'all did.
bringing them out. They're still in the box, right in there.
Y'all some Air Force Jordan wearing motherfuckers, dog. I never
I
had
only
them
wore
shit.
them probably about 3 times, but I have them.
Good call.
I had a purple and
I
white
had-
pair of them. Shits was so fresh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
was
got a
wearing them
black
shits. You was
and
wearing them
blue
shits in
pair.
like 2013, Flock.
No, I
Oh
was
yeah, I
not.
was, I
Yes,
wasn't
you
doing that.
That motherfucker was balling in them shits. Like,
It was in my closet only because I didn't have nowhere to put them.
yeah.
I wasn't gonna throw them away. They were
The
still
trash.
icy. They were
Nah,
still
you-
icy.
You was definitely trying to freak them shits, dog. That's for sure.
Jeez, they really did that. That's crazy.
100%, bro.
I'm gonna post them just because we brought them up.
I didn't even realize I had like 3 pairs of S dots. I didn't even realize them shits was knockoff Johns. I thought that shit was like the original John. I didn't realize until years that they ripped the Gucci sneaker off.
Oh yeah, the
I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, that was a popular shoe though. The S dot.
Oh, I used to love them shits.
I was the G Unit man.
I had G units too. I like the whole little. They had a nice little Reebok culture going on over there.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That shit was hard.
I remember one of my guys went and bought some 8752s. He had to hunt all over Florida to buy those.
8732s. That
Was it
Jeezy.
32s?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Fucking
loved those.
that's Jeezy line. I used to rock that shit too.
The jeans.
Yeah, they're-
Jeezy.
Yeah, the jeans though. I thought y'all was talking about sneaks. It was funny thing about the Jeezy John. So he had the 87 brand, right? And then like as we got older, I started buying 7 jeans. I didn't even realize the 7 jeans wasn't Jeezy shit. I thought they was Jeezy shits while I'm buying. I'm buying 7 for all mankind jeans. Like, damn, Jeezy still got it. He's still staying trendy with this shit.
Yeah, definitely wasn't his shit.
No, bro. That was on like my 3rd pair of jeans. And I'm like, oh, he's not even Jeezy shit. You go on the website. I'm like, oh, he got this shit diverse.
Motherfucking Jeezy jean.
Jeezy tapped in.
I'm still wearing the Jeezy jean in 15.
No cap. I swear to shits was Jeezy jeans still. I'm like, Jeezy snapping with these shit stuff.
Jeezy got the slim fit joints.
Yeah, no cap. They got the slims. No cap. Yo, Flocky, you ain't gather with your family for the holidays?
My parents were up to see the baby, and then Emily's mom lives down the street, and that was about it.
Damn.
That's all we had. We don't got a big family though.
Yeah, same.
I did the whole thing, the whole shebang.
Yeah, I'm capping.
Yeah.
I'm capping.
Yeah,
I went to a 15-person event Christmas Eve.
we
And I
had a
woke
whole
up.
bunch of it.
And I woke up. I dropped cookies off to 10 people's houses. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, you was
boom,
moving.
boom. Motherfucking Christmas night. Go to a little 8-person event. Leave that shit with my sister. Go to her friend house afterwards. Like 7 people.
Damn, Dylan is so cool.
Super spreader, dog. Now, crazy shit wasn't then. I was in shock. My cousin texted me yesterday and was like, hey, or Sunday. She was like, hey, just want to let you know I came in contact with somebody that had COVID. I got to get a test tomorrow and then an extra test the next day to make sure and shit. I said, damn. I was shocked. I'm like, damn, I finally got the COVID. Like, I didn't just see 50 fucking people, dog.
In a day.
Ain't shit, dog.
So your work shut down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's work is shutting down, but everybody is out here getting around.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
is this really maybe not a democratic ploy to just get us all socialites? I mean, why are we all pretending like we're staying inside?
Who's acting like they staying inside?
I went to the mall Christmas Eve and it was ridiculous. 7
Motherfuckers outside.
7 a.m. Crazy.
But then they don't.
Outside.
But then we don't want to go to work.
You right.
I think we're all just not wanting to go to work anymore.
Shit, motherfucker, I want to go to work, dog. I'd love to go to work.
You are one of the few. Many people are like,
I would love to go to fuck to work, dog. Oh my god, that shit would be amazing.
What do you prefer, Flock?
what do I prefer?
Yeah, being at home or in the office?
It's better to be in person with clients, but I don't mind being at home at the same time. It's kind of nice. I wore sweatpants every day to my sessions.
Oh, that ain't bad at all.
You wear pants?
Like the one dude from CNN jerking off on anything. It is really easy to readjust your shit though in the middle of a session when the computer can't pick it up.
Rock it up.
Motherfucker, I'm in basketball shorts every day, dog. If I make it to basketball shorts, so I'm walking around in briefs all fucking day on client calls, dog.
Must be fucking nice.
Shit. Well, I can't. I get dressed once every 2 weeks, dog. Shit. Nah, that shit crazy though.
I was when we were having that conversation with Shane, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And you can see it through the screen.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of interesting when we started talking about both talking about Cocky being a cover for something else. But then I kind of liked when we started talking about how me and Dill didn't have that many people at the crib and y'all did, and seeing if that influenced life later on. Because it seemed like we were drawing some pretty good parallels there. With how that started to change what we thought we needed to be in social situations or something like that. What did y'all notice that?
Yeah, I felt like we had a good convo. And how y'all were saying that, how me and Shane were saying what were we saying? We don't reach out or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't reach out to nobody, dog. I was just talking about this shit at a family event too. But yeah, y'all don't reach out for shit.
But we do reach out, but we don't like, what's the reach out?
To check in, bro. Check in. You feel me? Like I just got off the phone with my man's like, I looked at the phone, I'm like, damn, I looked at the date and shit. And I'm like, damn, I ain't talked to my man in like 5-6 weeks. Let me call him. See what's up. Get a little catch up. 20-minute convo and shit. 30-minute convo. What's up? Blah, blah. You feel good after you hung up?
But like Flock
Feel me?
said, like, is that the role you play?
Well, that's
Just
the flip
you the
side of it.
check-in man? Like, are you known that? Are you the one that just? Are you known to check in? Are they
Yeah,
used to you calling them? That'd be the thing.
yeah,
Like,
but I don't be getting mad at that shit no more. So I'm cool with that. I was just telling my sister the other day. I'm like, dog, you bitching about how nobody check in on you. You don't call nobody else, motherfucker. If you don't call nobody, then you can't be mad they don't call you, dog. Phone work both ways, cuz.
and I think that's what me and Shane was saying. Like, if we don't have an issue, then it's kind of like when I see you, it's love, and I don't see the problem with that. But it's all right. So, as a if y'all had a friend like that, would y'all be mad? If like how long? Huh?
You know I be getting mad.
Nah, I know. How long? All right, Flock. How long would it take? I guess. Like, what am I trying to say? Does somebody, if somebody's your friend, how often do you expect to hear from them?
My easy answer is it definitely depends on how good of friends we are. But if we're really good friends
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not thinking maybe with my best train of thought,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we need to talk a little bit like every week or two.
Every week or two.
Yeah. Dill knows this. One of my good friends still ain't hitting me up since I had a baby. I'm a little salty, but I ain't hitting him up either. I'm giving that man the silent treatment.
You see, but look though, but this what I'm saying. Okay, he hasn't hit you, but when he hits you, it's gonna be what? It's gonna be all
From his
love.
end, it's gonna be love, but you got to be in tune with what I'm needing.
Yeah, your feelings is hurt. That boy
Okay,
feelings is
well,
hurt.
all right, and let's go farther. Are you gonna express that to him?
Probably. I'm probably get on him a little bit when he
Okay,
calls
well,
me.
I'm not mad at that. If you could express that, like, yo, you ain't called me since I had my baby. All right, but everybody can't express that. They'll just be like, they'll just go back like, oh yeah, haha, just go along with the flow. You let
I'm
them
ready.
know though, fuck.
I'm ready to
Yeah.
pod now.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
I'm ready to pod. I had to shake off my argument for my call. I'm ready to pod. That's bullshit. Because look,
What's bullshit? What's
if
bullshit?
if Flockus if Flockus got a best friend that he's like motherfucking close with, they're damn near family, and he just had a giant change to his life, his firstborn baby. And
Mm-hmm.
if you know them, like it's his firstborn baby, dog. It's a big fucking deal. And my man's calls me once in 3 weeks, like, or maybe shoots a text, congrats, motherfucker. If I'm supposed to be like your brother, you should be calling me at, at least once a week. At least once a week. At least give me a call, motherfucker. Act fake interested in my child. At least, motherfucker. This is the John I love the most in the world. Now you supposed to love me. You gotta have some kind of interest in my life or some kind of support, dog. You're not even. You supposed to be my man's. You probably my best man at my wedding, and then I have a motherfucking. I have a motherfucking seed with the John that I'm married to that she was the best man at, and you ain't even asking to see pics of my daughter or like checking in or none of that shit. And Flock's supposed to be like, well, that's not the role he
No.
plays, which I get that
All right,
argument, but
all
nah,
right.
eat
Hold
a
up,
dick, eat a
hold up.
dick.
All right, how often y'all talk before this, Flock?
Frequently. Like one of the only people that I talk on the phone with.
On like a weekly basis?
Yeah.
All right, well
Easy.
that's all right.
Easy.
Well, yeah.
Damn, I
Easy
wonder if he.
money.
Now that sounds different though.
I wonder if he's hating on you. Then
That would be surprising.
I wonder if he's hating on you. Cause that's weird. I didn't realize if y'all talk every week, I knew I'd be chatting and shit. But if I talk to my man's every week, and then I have like a big accomplishment in my life, and then all of a sudden it's motherfucking cold shutout, that shit's weird. That's out of the normal.
And I'm not even an emotional, moody dude, but I would kind
Yeah,
of probably
the
feel
fuck
some
you
type of way
mean?
about that.
I
Like,
don't
damn,
but
that's fucked
see,
up.
and I want to hear more about what you just said there because I don't even feel like that's me being emotional or moody. I feel like that's kind
It's
of
not, but
morals or something.
yeah, yeah, you can say that.
That boy hot. You sure
But
it's
I
your
don't.
friend?
But you just,
That motherfucker hot
you
with him.
just don't know if everybody has the same. Like, if everybody thinks that having a baby is the same big deal, maybe he doesn't think it's a big deal. I
Well,
don't know
here's
though.
the like, yeah, that's the my bad, I cut you off.
No, you
But
good.
that's like the realistic thing we're all getting into in our 30s, and for me, like the last like mid 20s and whatnot is everybody's life's not gonna align with yours, dog. So like a family might be a huge deal to you, but to your buddy, that just might be yo. That's what the fuck you're supposed to
My
do, dog.
man's had his
Congrats.
baby.
Yeah, congrats, bro.
And maybe he's like, I'm gonna let him have his space, and then I'll just
And I don't-
FaceTime him in a month and be like, yo,
Yeah, and
what's
if I'm
going
not living
on?
like that, motherfucker, like I'm a little biased because I be fucking with the babies and shit. But like, if I'm not living like that, that shit might not mean I don't have nothing to talk to about that. What I'm gonna talk to you about? Yo, did you burp your baby? Did you do this? I don't have no experience in that. I don't got no interest in that. Why the fuck am I gonna call and check in on you? Now the flip side of that is, if I'm the one that has a baby and you're not checking in or
Yeah.
making an effort to have some interest after I done shown a lot of interest in your dumbass over the years and shit I don't give a fuck about, then my feelings is gonna be hurt. Fuck you, dog. You're not a good friend. Like, eat a dick.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta watch who you put in your wedding and who you don't put in your wedding, dog. Because you never know who's gonna be a good friend and who's not gonna be a good friend.
John, do you know how many times that I have had to apologize to Dill for not having this man in my wedding?
It was never sincere.
Nah,
It's always sincere.
know. You know what,
Every
yo?
month.
I can't recall, but I don't know if he ever brought that up. Like,
Oh,
yo,
I did.
Flock-
I told you what note they gave me at Flock of Wedding. That shit was embarrassing, dog. Everybody had a nice little note and shit. It was like they had handwritten notes for every guest, bro. Like, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, you mean so much to us, blah, blah. So I get to my note. I'm at a table with everybody, friends. They all reading their notes out loud and shit. Everybody geeked up and shit. Like, that's so nice. I get to my note. Dear Dill, please don't get drunk and embarrass us all. Thanks. I'm like, yo, this what the fuck? This what the fuck, bro? I was so offended, bro.
Damn.
I was so offended. I was supposed to grab a telly. I'm like, I'm not even getting a telly, dog. Fuck that
You know,
shit.
that's
I ended
funny.
up getting smashed and staying in my boy Dave room still. But for like 5-10 minutes, I was.
So this the wedding you went to Florida for?
No, I was already down there. He got married when I was living down there.
Damn, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
There's so much cap in that story.
Bro,
I
I
can't
was
even go
so
back and
hurt.
change it all.
I thought about not even drinking. I was like, damn, that's how they look. That's how these
So
motherfuckers
you was
look at
hot.
me. Yeah, bro, because we was like 25 at the time, 24 at the time. So I'm like, damn, motherfuckers looking at me like I'm just the old party ass motherfucker. Like that's all. That's all I got to offer in life,
You the
motherfucker. I'm
fucking
just,
movie dude and shit.
yeah, I'm just the wild, embarrassing party friend.
Yeah.
The fuck, like I'm the motherfucker you gotta watch out for. Like, what I'm gonna do? Blow up your wedding, dog? Like, fuck
Is
out
that
of
what
here.
the note said, Fly?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
the
but
note said,
let me
bro.
give some context.
Let's get some context.
That's what the fucking note
Let me
said,
give some
dog.
context. Dylan had never said a nice thing in my life to me at that point.
Okay,
Right.
and I can believe that because this motherfucker came a long way, so I can believe that.
That's cap, bro. You know I always used
I
to
can
get drunk.
believe that.
Bruh.
You know I used to get drunk and say nice stuff. Come on.
Yeah,
dog.
right. The only time you would say something nice to me when you got drunk is when you called me for a ride when I was asleep.
Finesse.
That's not nice. No, we were mean in the note, but for me it was love. I show love to people by being mean. If I'm not a dick to you, then we really not that cool.
Okay.
That's kind of some passive aggressive love.
Nah, you know what the worst part was? Third time it wasn't even Flock. It was this girl that wrote the note. I was so embarrassed, dog.
Damn.
I wrote half the note.
Nah, you wrote the nice part.
Yeah, but you know that's M too. She'd be showing that type of.
Did you keep the note though, Dill? Are you
Yeah,
a
that
good
shit in my
friend?
wallet, bro.
Oh, all right, all
Yeah,
right,
that shit in my wallet.
all right.
You got
That's
the note for real?
I think I do, for real. I used to keep it in my wallet. Might be in my old one.
That's what's up. I didn't know that. That's what's up.
It changed my life.
Since that moment.
No, but it's hard to get a compliment from Dill. I sent him a nice message on his birthday. It said, I appreciate our friendship. I say, I showed a lot of love, and he said, bet.
Nice. I appreciate it, bro.
Dang.
Boy, Captain. He embarrassed me in front of a whole group, a whole wedding, dog. And you know what's the crazy part, John? Then they wanted me to get lit to turn the wedding up, dog. You feel me? That's how life goes, dog.
Dude, and what happened?
I got lit and I turned that wedding up, dog. I had the whole motherfucking party finger popping them motherfucking pistols, dog. You heard me? Shit was a wild wedding.
It was true.
No
We were
cap.
shooting in the air.
No cap, bro.
Damn. Well,
Nah,
thing-
but
the
point
thing-
being,
The thing about Dill is when you scratch the surface, it's just more surface.
what you mean?
yeah, I don't know what that means, dog.
It was a joke. Like when you scratch the surface, there's supposed to be something underneath it, but I'm saying there's more surface. Just when you got to explain a joke, it doesn't work.
Yeah, see, being mean again, dog. This is exactly why your man's not be. That's why your man's don't be reaching out and shit. You feel me? They just don't want to be mean that all fucking day, dog. Shout out to my boy though. Shout out to my boy. He right. He shouldn't hit you.
Let's jump back to that because that's something else I wanted to flush out.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So-
motherfucker was in your wedding, and I got a mean note, dog. This motherfucker ain't hit you with. 3 weeks.
So, John, you say that whenever somebody doesn't reach back out or doesn't do something that it feels like they should be doing, I start to feel like, well, I think other people should sometimes do things that maybe they don't care about doing or they don't have interest in. Just because I'm not like super interested or I don't want to doesn't mean I won't. Like with the whole check-in thing. If I, just because I don't care doesn't mean I won't. Like just because I don't care about what you're doing doesn't mean I won't check in.
All right, for example, like, so Dill might call me X amount of times in a week.
5.
All right, say we go like 3 without talking or some weird shit. Then I might be like, oh, this is a little abnormal. Let me see what this motherfucker up to. That would be when I would, I guess, check in maybe. Like if that's what you call a check-in. He's saying no. He's saying no.
Nah, I'm geeking. He's right. There was one John. I was busy one week. I ain't called John for like 3 days, and then my motherfucker texted me. He's like, "You good?"
Yeah, you gotta make sure this motherfucker all right sometimes and shit.
I'm like, yeah, bro. Work on swamp.
All right, bet. And you just keep carrying on and shit. Like, are you alive though? You straight?
You straight? Did you do it?
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're all right. He said, "Did you do it? Do you hear this guy? You gotta catch the small shit, bro. You gotta catch the small shit."
You know what's crazy though, because like for the most part, like I'm that friend that reaches out all the time, but I do have friends that like are the ones that reach out to me, and then I don't reach out to them because I know that's their like my buddy G calls me like 2 or 3 times a week, and then if I don't hear from him like for like 2 or 3 weeks, then I'll call him and be like, oh, I haven't heard from him in a while.
Word. I be hitting you first all the time.
Yeah, that's our relationship.
Huh.
I don't know how that started though, because you did start doing that, and now I'll wait, and if I don't hear from you a while, I'll have to text you. But you usually text me a couple times a week.
Yeah. I see. Here's why I didn't put you in the wedding. I tried to call you one time to get on the phone call basis, and you just ducked it. And I said, well, I guess that's where I know where we are.
Damn.
I remember where I was too. I was driving home from work. I said,
True story?
True facts.
That's fucked up. What I was doing?
I don't know.
But nah, what's it called? Cut that. Cut. I don't recall that at all. Believe me and Flock talked on the phone a couple times. I called my man Flock one time. I was ready to date this one lady. I say, yo, I think I'm about to date this lady and shit, but I just found out my man's hit like 2 years ago. He said, Dale, sometimes you gotta leave shit in the past. I was like, all right, bet. That shit was a 30-second combo. Leave that shit in the past, baby.
So does that line not matter?
What's that?
If how close does he have to be for you to be like, nah, I can't do it?
To dating?
Yeah. Seriously, date a girl, yeah.
That's tough. How long ago, too? It's like a time frame.
I say 2 years.
2 years, yeah, probably none. No line?
No line.
Like 2 years, like anybody I'm friends with has fucked you in the last 2 years. We're not dating. Now, if one of my friends fucked you when we were in high school, then, I mean,
yeah, fair game.
Who am I? Do what you do. Maybe they fucked you in 2012. Who knows?
Yeah.
But if you fucked one of my bitches in high school, I can't cuff her. How am I gonna do that? You got to be at the wedding. I know you knocked my John down. I'm not. Nah, come on. You're gonna be the best man in the John. Like I'm walking down the aisle. And you already know how my bitch puss is. No, dog. Yeah, you in for a night.
Daps you up like this about to get real.
Tell her to do that one, John. Like no, dog.
Yo,
that's crazy.
We're old now, bro. I'm cool. I don't even be asking for real.
Oh yeah, you don't need one.
I don't ask how many bodies it is. I don't know. I don't ask who you slept with. Guys will tell you though. They'll be hyped to tell you.
Yeah, if
it's me, hit your girl.
If they hit any John you start fucking with, and you post a John and be like, oh yeah, I used to fuck with her too, or yo, I had her too. You'd be like, all right, bro, I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Super horny.
How you supposed to feel when you read that?
Yeah, shit jumping, bro. You should have kept it. Like, it depends, because it like I don't know. It depends on like where you coming at with that.
I'm kind of with the whole if it's before I knew you thing. I don't really care too much. Unless it's indicative of future behaviors, I'm not really worried.
I'm for that on lifestyle wise, but it's different if it's your friend.
Yeah, if it was my friend, that would be weird, just because that'd be awkward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Especially if you're good buddies. Like if it's somebody I talk to like once a month, then no, too close.
Yeah, I don't know if it was I talked to them once a month or more. I don't know if it could be a ever. I don't know if you could have ever
That's what I'm saying.
done
Yeah, it
that.
would be weird. It would just be weird.
Yeah.
yeah,
It would be
definitely set
weird.
in the back of your mind.
That's for sure.
Look at us policing women's bodies.
Nah, because I would assume like I'm like a girl wouldn't date me if I fucked her like one of her good friends.
Do you think that's the same? I'm not sure if it is.
A good friend,
Yeah.
I think it is the same. Maybe a friend, like we saying, like if you don't talk to him every month or whatever.
But
all right,
honestly, people don't hold on to friends that long anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
that part too.
Like motherfuckers not be having the same friends for 5 years, let alone 10. So if you fuck one of my friends that I was friends with in 2014, I don't give a fuck. I don't even talk to him anymore. More power to them. They must have been cool. I was hanging out with them. Good for you.
So what if she's your not your dream girl, but close enough to your dream girl, and down the line she says, "Oh, by the way, I did this." You already love her though. Would you leave her because she had sex with your friend? And
No, I
or
don't
would
think
it
I would
be
leave her,
uh-huh
but I think I would be really upset with like the deceitfulness of waiting to tell me that
not
late.
saying shit? Yeah.
Yeah, like you are obviously you knew we knew each other.
Yeah. That would
Right?
probably be worse than
Yeah, now you're waiting 4 months ahead. Like I had the one John I was fucking with told me right off the rip, first day. Yeah, I used to fuck with your friend. Oh, okay, appreciate it.
That's respectable right
Yeah,
there.
thanks for the heads up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
just want to get this
honesty.
out of the way. I know
That's a
you be.
little thorough right there.
It's a bitch that I know you be. I know you be around so and so. We used to talk in like 2015, 14. Okay, cool.
Got
Appreciate the
that
heads
shit
up.
right out the way.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Nope.
The
You know what I
honesty
do?
made up for it.
What I do? Call
Mhm.
him. Yeah, bro. Is this cool? Guys ain't shit. If I calling somebody to ask for approval to talk to a bitch they fucked with 10 years ago. Who gives a fuck?
Why do we think like that?
Hey, who gives a fuck, bro? Like, I'm motherfuckers be so worried about looking like snakes or like the perception of like being thorough and going above and
Mhm.
beyond. Motherfuckers don't be following none of them rules. There's so many like counterproductive laws in society, like especially like certain cultures, to where it's like so counterproductive to life that we all just abide by and follow. It's like so silly. It's just stupid ass shit.
That's kind of what you were saying about marriage at one time.
I say a lot about marriage, bro. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more than that.
You were saying that you think that is unrealistic.
I think the idea of marriage might be unrealistic because I don't necessarily know if you can fall in love with somebody that at 22 and then be the same person at 32 or be compatible with the person you are at 32 because we all develop differently over the years. You might grow with them, you might not.
I feel like that kind of has an underlying assumption that falling in love just happens and you don't have to like work on it and kind of feed into it for it to stay around. You know, like if somebody changes, you would fall out of love if love just happens and we have no control over it. But I think to be in love, you have to work on that. You have to like make a dedication to it.
Well, is marriage just about being in love with the person?
I think that's why we would get married.
Because I feel like you could be in love with somebody forever, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're compatible to live together. Your lives might not be combined forever.
What do you mean?
Like I could be in love with your personality forever, but like our shit could just change. Our lifestyle goals could change. Our parenting goals could change. Our finance goals could change. Our hobbies, like motherfucking mad different shit that like just plays into factor. I guess mad shit that goes into a marriage. It's like interesting. Like you got to be on the same page romantically. You have to be on the same page
Just a
financially.
relationship. Shit.
Yeah, like same page romantically, financially, and then as a parent. Like that's a wild and you like you have to be in love with them. That's a wild fucking quadruple fucking double of shit that has to all align.
I agree. I think we've never asked more of another person. They have to be our perfect partner, our perfect co-parent, our perfect financials partner. They have to be our good at our favorite sports or like our favorite hobbies, we're asking too much. Like it can be just love. It can be just have that relationship where you support and trust one another and feel safe. It doesn't you don't have to have all these other things.
So how do you know what was the moment you were like, all right, I'm spending the rest of my life with her? Like what was the thing that clicked for you to say that? Like if you want to go there.
It's too late. He already asked. Answer.
Yeah. Thanks, Dylan. I don't know if there was a moment, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
I think it happens over time for me. I'm not like a jump into
Wow,
anything
dude.
type of guy.
Give us
mm,
some rom-com answer.
Yeah, my answer is boring.
Yeah,
It's
tell
kind
us
of
about
a
the one starlight fucking night dinner you saw and it
yeah.
was like, this is it.
We were in Lakeland at the $3 movie theater. Mad romantic on Swan Lake. Saw
So
the
you think,
feathers of Dill's past
all
love.
right, bro, all right. So you think more people get married because they think they're like compatible with the person, or they get married because they love the person?
Damn, that's fucked up question for real.
Yeah, I think people get married for the wrong reason quite often.
Because I think a lot of people go into it like falling in love with the idea of what their life's gonna be like. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm gonna get married, and this is how my life's gonna play out. I know she's gonna be a good mom. I know we're gonna have a nice house. I know we're gonna have fun. This. But you might not be smitten with the person.
Yeah. I mean,
So
and do you think people get married because of the pressures of maybe family or they see friends getting married and they're like, oh, they're married, so I need to get married or
oh,
shit like
100%,
that?
Doug. Well, that's my whole shit with life, bro. I think like motherfucking the pressures of society is why we dictate a lot of what we do in life.
For sure. For sure.
And it's
For
like, yeah,
sure.
like motherfucker, there's a lot of shit we don't need to do that we do.
Damn near everything.
Yeah. Like motherfucker,
Literally damn
if
near
it wasn't
everything.
society pressure, we'd all be riding around in fucking Suzuki's and living at our parents until we're 40.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
But instead, motherfuckers is riding around how they riding around with a fresh sneak. Motherfucking, you feel me? Like it's like the pre. I think I was just talking to G about this shit today, and I think G's gonna be on the pod next week. We'll talk about it, fellas. And I was talking to G today, and we was talking about like the importance of like the perception of you over the reality of you is what a lot of people struggle with.
Say more.
Like basically, like people are more worried about like what they think they should be doing, or like what they think they should be doing, what people like, because it started off as a conversation. So he's starting to do like this app specifically for like jail content and whatnot, or whatever. He'll deep dive when we talk to him, but
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
he was talking about that. It's like this cool little app about like success stories from ex felons and whatnot. But anyway, we were talking about that, and he's like really active on social media now, and he's talking about how much he's posting, how much he's posting. He's like, bro, I don't like, I might get like 9 likes on one John, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep posting. I'll get more likes, and I'm like, yeah, because it's really on social media. It's really the frequency and the reach about something. But people don't necessarily post on social media because the cool people tell you not to post too much.
Do they though?
Yeah, but that was the idealistic shit when like Instagram really came out. Like people would post pictures and then they delete the pictures, so
Do
they
you
keep it at
remember
like
what
20
we used
posts.
to post on IG though? Like
Yes, yeah,
even
stupid shit,
even
bro.
think about the transition of IG. We
Mm-hmm.
went from posting plates to fucking filter pictures now.
Mm-hmm.
We was just at a Wawa sub. I remember posting the Wawa sub and the vitamin water as
Yeah,
my
100%, bro. It used to be like a frequency game, and now it's more of like an exclusivity game. Like I'm only gonna give you my top 10 pictures, and then I'm gonna archive the rest of them, and and that's just on a social media kick. Like I think the perception of people want to be seen as doing well and being cool and doing the right thing, and it's like, why are we looking for approval from a bunch of people that don't give a fuck about us? That
That's why I
we
stopped
don't
posting.
like, we don't even interact with. Like these people, like I might have 800 followers or 900 followers or whatnot. I might see 20 of them all year. I might see 50 of them, like maybe if it wasn't COVID and I'm bouncing around and shit. But like these aren't people that have a direct impact on your life, but we have such an emphasis on the people we know, the people that know of us, and what society expects of us, to where it's like, why do we care so fucking much of like what we're supposed to be doing, or how we're supposed to look?
We could go back to the validation episode. Is a like validation? The like turned into validation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Let me play devil's advocate. So I might propose that some level of approval from others is healthy and necessary.
Mm.
Like, isn't that part of a guiding force to tell us we're doing the right thing? Like, should we be able to just know that we're doing the right thing
Yes.
without other people giving us feedback?
Yes.
And what world is that? Where is that realistic? I've never seen that happen.
Why does it matter though?
Well, because we aren't all knowing. We can't know that we're doing the right thing if we don't have feedback from others.
Like even before social media, it's like you're supposed to like graduate high school, get a job, or go to college, get
Yeah.
a career job, start a family, get married, and if you weren't by like 32, you were looked at like, what the fuck's wrong with them?
Well, I think that there's a line that's drawn. Like most of the things that you just said there are good things to have done. They are good for your life. But when that
But who's to
judgment
say they
comes,
are?
well, most people are happier when they make more money and
But are they?
can
Because I feel
provide.
like our generation's going completely against that.
And by more money, I mean as a route to be able to feed themselves, have food and shelter, and go and do fun things. Like the money ends up providing a means to an end.
Yes. But like 20, 30 years ago, it was like, yo, you need to go get a job that'll give you health insurance and nice benefits and a sturdy income. And now our generation doesn't really value that shit that much at all. Now it's like you need to find a job that's going to give you creative flexibility, give you time to vacation, make you happy with your like life workforce balance. So it's like, who the fuck's to say what's going to make you happier if you're successful? Am I more successful than somebody that has fucking $10 to their name because I might make a solid living? Or is somebody more successful than me because they're married and has a house? Or like, you feel me? Like, shouldn't
Yeah,
it be determined off a one person basis?
I think we're almost splitting hairs. Like, I agree with you. We shouldn't say you're more successful for me than me just because you have more money, but we do need other people's feedback to help us feel good. Like, we know that there's people in my profession that can give insight to how to live a healthy life. Like, you need other people to direct you in the right direction. I mean, all the way back to freaking Jesus. Like, people didn't want to go to hell, so they tried to do what they thought was the right thing so they could be happier. Like, we've been seeking validation in a way forever.
So if
Who?
somebody posts a picture and they say they don't get the likes they think they're supposed to get, and but you say that's where I'm confused when you say what you say we need to get approval from others.
I think that's in a direction that I'm with you guys on, where when it comes to likes on a picture, that's fake. That's super
Okay,
fake.
okay, all right. We agree there then.
Yeah. But like when it comes to getting a job or like being kind, right? We get shamed when we're not kind for the most part. Somebody will say, hey, stop being an asshole.
Yeah.
That's feedback.
Is life not simple enough in the fact of like, yo, just live life and do whatever the fuck makes you happy? Is that a selfish way to live?
I don't think so because I think over the past couple of years that's what I've developed.
Like, why isn't that the
You gotta
goal?
do
You
shit for
stick it.
yourself.
Yeah,
Honestly,
do whatever. Wake up and do whatever makes you happy for the day.
date the girl you like, work the job you want to work,
Mm-hmm.
do what you want to do,
Buy the house you want. You don't
buy
have
the
to buy
house
the
you want,
you don't got to buy the $450,000 house. Go buy
drive the
that
car
fucking
you
ranch
want,
home if you want, dog.
wear
Like,
the clothes you want to wear, date like. But like you said, where do we get the damn? I have to be out of the house at
mm-hmm.
this age. Damn, I have to drive the Mercedes, or I'm gonna be looked at crazy. I need the 5-bedroom house, or I'm not successful. I'm not successful if I don't have my 5-bedroom house with a garage. Where does that come from? Like, why can't the the trash guy be successful?
Yeah. Why? Where do the
Who
society
says
norms
he's
come
not
as like the
successful?
goals?
I don't know where we got the perception from.
Same. Like, how did that transition into like, who dictated what the norm was in society?
Yeah, probably the rich.
That's what I'm
Maybe.
saying. Unrealistic
Do
expectations.
you
So now
think
we're
it's
looking
social
at
media?
yeah. But even before social, though, bro, like that, it was always people held themselves to like a certain tier of like, I need to get this house, I need to get this car, I need to be able to provide, I need to be the breadwinner of the family, I need to have this. Like, why?
That's the question. The why is the question.
For what? And if that makes you happy, yeah, more power to you. Because I'm materialistic in a lot of ways to where some of that shit makes me happy. So that's why I do it.
I can agree on some things. Shit, I feel like if I got every Jordan, I I feel I'm happy. But to somebody else, a Jordan don't mean shit.
Yep. And that's
And
what we were,
but the thing is, I understand that. Like to me, this makes me happy when I have a pair of fours on my feet. And I don't care if the next person doesn't like my shoe or whatever, because I like my shoe.
It's the same shit we were saying where it's like, yeah, you feel great when you put on that new outfit, them new shoes, that new hoodie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean I'm any happier than the motherfucker that's completely happy wearing his sweatpants and his motherfucking moccasins. He might be more happy than me in that new outfit, dog. Who knows?
That's a fact.
I got sweatpants and moccasins on right now.
See? And you just fucking glowing with happiness over there.
Yeah.
So shit, we on the social media topic. Do you think it's important to share let's say your significant other on social media? Like, is it important to y'all that you show her off or make it aware that she's yours on social media? Does that matter to you?
Nope.
I'm not trying to make people know it's mine,
Mm-hmm.
but like I post. So I'm like, if I'm not posting the joint I'm with a lot, then that means I'm purposely not posting them.
Okay.
That makes sense.
If you're somebody that doesn't post, then you wouldn't.
Yeah, no. But it's like if I'm motherfucker, if me and you get together and every time we get together, I'm doing a boomerang of me and you taking shots.
Yeah.
And then I'm with a John 3 times a week. I see you once a week, if that. Then why the fuck am I highlighting our friendship but not my relationship?
Okay.
Still haven't seen you post pictures with any of your love life.
Yeah, bro. We not. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I said if I'm around people a lot, bro, you gotta relax. Relax. Settle down. Settle down. That's crazy.
I don't want to post our kid at all. We're doing the one post, and
see, I fuck with you, Flock. I fuck with you because I be thinking the same thing when if I have a child. Like, I don't think I'm gonna want to post them. But why you feel like that though?
I don't want to do that because this is gonna sound probably too leftist, but they didn't say they want to be posted on social media.
I'm not mad at that.
Like I'm just gonna post, and now you're gonna have a million pictures out there before you can even say one way or the other.
I'm not mad at that.
And then my other conspiracy side is I hear this stuff about how insurance companies are going to start tapping into your algorithm and can tell your behaviors and habits when you get old enough to have insurance. They're going to charge you more because you were doing reckless shit.
What the fuck?
And I don't want them to have to go through that.
Yeah, that's wild. Yo, you need your baby consent to post it. Are you fucking kidding me? Yo, John, you co-sign this shit? What the fuck are we talking about?
I didn't co-sign that part. I co-signed the part that you don't have to.
Consent to post
the part that you don't have to post your child.
Because
people make it seem like you have to post.
Oh no, you don't. You don't got to post a baby. You don't got to post a baby at all.
You are just posting your baby, so people will like it, and you can feel good about having your baby.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, but people's approval is kind of guidance in life, right? You fucking know.
I told you I was playing devil's advocate.
You fucking
I said I was playing devil's advocate.
My man said I need the baby's approval before I post it. You got, and you got a girl
I do.
too.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. Yeah.
Make sure you got the right angle on the 6-month-old.
Not
good
approval.
To go?
Especially if people post their baby naked as shit. Like,
that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. I wouldn't do that either.
I was playing devil's advocate with that whole idea of we do need people's approval, but I also do mean that in a way that we have to have other people's guidance in order to.
So you weren't playing devil's advocate? Because
I started out, but then we kind of finished, and I was like, actually, no, I do.
You sold yourself on it.
Because we changed topics.
Yeah, bro. I mean, if that's what you feel, that's how you feel. If you're true.
Well, I mean, I know how people work because that's what I study, and we all need other people's insight. We're not isolated creatures.
No, that's true.
You know, we need
a cosign?
Huh?
You need a cosign?
We all need cosigns, yeah. Have you ever seen Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
No, dog.
You have? Everybody went to high school.
No, did I?
Just skipped it, went to college.
Oh, yeah, bro. I didn't learn shit in high school.
No, we need that stuff. That stuff.
Only thing I remember from shit. Matter of fact, what did we what like what's memorable from high school you learned? I think we
Who?
read.
Flock?
I think we read of Mice and Men. That's the only joint I
Yeah, we read
remember.
that.
I
Definitely
read the
read
outs.
that.
I read the Outsiders in middle school. Other than
Uh,
that,
I remember learning a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I don't know what that was supposed to be used for.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah. But back to the last pod when I brought up the thing about Shane and Cocky being a cover. So one thing that I noticed looking back at that episode and being a therapist is that when anyone tries to look at the why of why they did something, there's an automatic defense that happens, and it's like very discreet. So when we try to understand why did you do something, I've noticed that in people's body language and in their responses, there's a very subtle defense that happens. And my observations, I think this is an attempt to protect the thing that we're trying to avoid from being exposed, right? And it kind of ties into some stuff that I've learned over the years that whenever our brain thinks that, oh, you're trying to expose what I don't want to happen, then I need to deny that I'm keeping that thing from happening. Because if you do see that thing is trying to be avoided, then you're going to tell me to get rid of that skill. And I was kind of talking with Em about this last night. Like, I was having a conversation about how everybody has habits with where they put their keys, right?
That's a fact. I do.
Every time you come in the door, you put the key in a certain spot.
Yeah.
But if I was to ask you, like, why do you do that? You might have a response like, because I do, because that's where I know how to find the keys the next time.
And that's what I was about to say, because I just not know where they're at.
And it's kind of like this very limited response, limited deep dive into the why.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were to take a step further, we could see that the reason why you put your keys there is because you don't like how it feels when you lose your keys and then you get frustrated because you have to come back in the house.
Yeah, that's a fucking deep. Yeah, you could take it that deep. Yeah.
But the brain doesn't want to go there, right? It wants to say, no, there's nothing deep about it.
Yeah, now that you say that.
And so we have our mind has this way of convincing us that there's nothing that we're fearing, because if we recognize what we're fearing, it thinks we'll get rid of the skills that we've used to not come in contact with the thing that we're fearing. And I think that's happened a few times, like while we've been talking, where it's like, no, there's nothing deeper than that. So that's why I usually do feel like there's something deeper than that. And I'm on a rant right now, so I'm gonna stop in a second.
Keep going.
And so when you guys were saying, tell us what we're doing wrong, Flock, I want to say that I'm not saying that you guys are doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to look at the why. Do you guys
this is in terms to the in terms of what?
In terms of when we were talking about last pod with Shane, and you guys were like, oh, Flock's getting on to me about something I'm doing wrong.
Nah, y'all said y'all like being called daddy, and Flock was like, really, why? And then we was all geeking and shit, and he said, tell us why we wrong, Flock.
Oh no, well, I mean, I got feedback with like, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with y'all being called daddy.
Nothing wrong.
I feel like the majority
But
likes that.
I didn't feel like it was nothing wrong. I didn't have a problem. That's why I was just like, what's wrong with that? That's all I was asking, because y'all were like, oh, what y'all into? And me and Shane just like, what's wrong with that?
Personal preference. I'm just not into it.
Y'all was
I feel like the majority's into that shit though. I'm supposed to be liking that shit, not me.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with most of the stuff that we've talked about, or I even talk about with people in therapy. It's just about the shame that we've developed due to how we've been taught to think about that thing. Like, most of our behaviors aren't harmful. It's just when we deny their existence, then they become harmful.
I feel
Yeah, just a random thought from last
I'm not
pod.
mad at that.
Yeah.
So when we question something, we being defensive.
I think when we ask why are you doing something, most of us human beings
Mm-hmm.
respond with a little bit of a defense, but we don't really recognize it because it is so good at justifying us keeping hidden why we do the certain thing that we do.
Now that key analogy was good. Do you think we do that with damn near everything then?
I think the biggest thing we do it is in relationships when our spouse asks us, well, why'd you do that? And we'll say, we'll feel like the reason is very clear or very obvious when they're already picking up on some reason that's deeper.
Mm-hmm.
What? Dill's laughing. What you got?
No, nothing. You go ahead, bro.
That's mostly what I got. I didn't have a whole deep dive on it.
No, I have some music videos in the background, right? And motherfucking Cameron's on here. It's like I think it's the fucking Get 'em Daddy John, and this motherfucker got a mink vest on, and then he's got mink pockets on his jeans. That motherfucker's snapping. Yeah, so Maggie's so different.
This guy's crazy. So do you think we should go into that deeper conversation every time though?
Should we go into the deeper conversation every time?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say in every conversation, but in terms of a relationship, I'll say if we're in if I'm in a relationship, should I go into the deeper conversation every time instead of the surface level? Oh, it's not bothering me.
If it's something where somebody's picking up on the fact that you seem bothered,
Yeah.
I do think it's necessary to talk about it because the other person knows that you're being bothered, and then it kind of creates this weird tension or this weird silence around that issue, and kind of sends off a message of we can't talk about stuff that's bothering me.
Damn. Yeah.
I mean, I know that happens in my relationship. Like, I won't be ready to talk about the why, but they'll know, and then there's like this weird moment that we have to get past.
I mean, it's funny because I've been told I need a mind reader. Like, John, you need a mind reader. It's like, damn. Okay.
Someone to read your mind?
Yeah.
Really?
Who said that to you, man?
A female said that to me. Yeah.
Deep dive, Flock. That's a deep dive. I could see Flock's brain cooking over there, dog.
So they are telling you that they don't know what you're thinking, and you don't tell them what you're thinking?
Do you need to communicate better?
I would say yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm self-aware, so yeah, I know my communication skills ain't always the best, but yeah.
Why do you think you have trouble communicating?
You're not Flock. So, but
I know Flock, dog. My man's tired. I'm trying to help.
Nah, but that's probably just not feeling like talking about that shit right at that moment. For real. Cause I mean, honestly, I can have a conversation when I feel like having a conversation. But if I'm not in the mood to have that conversation, because I know it's going to be a deep conversation, I may not want to have it at that time, depending on what I'm doing. If I just got off work, I had a long day, I'm not gonna feel like talking about this. If I'm about to go do something, I'm about to go play basketball, I don't feel like talking about that right now. But
so it kind of has to be in the right setting for you to where you feel maybe energized enough to have a conversation.
Especially if like we already on the topic of it, then it's like, all right, we could talk about it. But if it's just like out of the blue, boom, I'm gonna just hit you with this question, I'm definitely not gonna feel like talking about it. If it doesn't feel like it came up organically, like you just been boiling on this question, I'm not gonna want to do it because you've been thinking about this shit for 4 days and you got everything you want to say and you about to just straight attack me. So no, I'm not letting you get all that shit off right now.
So you have to be prepared for the conversation.
I would want to be prepared for a deep conversation with somebody that I'm dealing with. Yeah, I would want to be prepared for that conversation. Just don't smack me with a conversation after I had a long day.
You got to be prepared, and it's got to be a convenient time.
Sure.
At first, I had the same take as Dill, like, oh, John needs to have some control over the conversation. But on the other hand, I kind of get it.
I don't have a take.
Do you have a take? I can see you smiling.
Go ahead.
Yeah, how Dill going to text me in the middle of a pod? Yo, good job on the pod, man. Yeah, so I had to come up with
You need that. I was just giving you your attaboy, bro. You said you needed them.
I kind of think I agree with what you're saying. I would appreciate if somebody knows that they want to have a hard conversation with me to be like, yo, can we talk about this in a little bit? And give me some time to think about it, because that way I can collect my thoughts and come at it in a mature and correct way. That sounds pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, bro. You don't like to get caught off guard with some shit.
Yeah.
And yo, every setting's not right for a deep dive, dog. Sometimes you be on a move, then you really gotta be in a mood for a deep dive. Sometimes, like,
you really do. That's what I'm saying. Me personally, I really have to want to have that conversation at that moment, because I might be thinking about 100 other things. I'm not thinking about that right now. I don't want to talk about that right now.
Because sometimes they hit you with some shit. I could get real short with something, but then like I could have the same question like 2 days from it, and I'll give you like a 45-minute deep dive.
Exactly.
But it's like sometimes like you're just in the mood to have that chat, and other times it's like, and like deep dives can be draining too. So it's like, maybe sometimes I don't need all that. Sometimes I've had enough today. Let me just chill. About to go do this shit.
Yeah. Do you guys ever think that as men, there can be a little bit of a tendency to have control when a partner is trying to point out something that we're doing that's they don't favor? Like to try to have some control in the situation, or to deny quicker? Is that part of like a male nature?
I'm not saying
I would say at first you try to deny it until you see you doing it yourself. Like if somebody say, "Oh, your communication skills ain't all that," like, man, my shit fine. But then you see like, damn, I'm dodging everything, so maybe my shit ain't, and maybe I do need to start addressing shit, you know? So shit like that.
Is that a man thing? Do men do that more than women?
I was just about to ask that. Is that a guy thing? I feel like
I would
girls
say
like to have
both
control
sides
of the
do that
convo
shit.
too.
Yeah, I would say both sides.
And girls be premeditated with the convos. They got that shit ready to go.
Yeah, they got the whole argument. They got 15 different arguments of the same topic mapped out.
And it's that they already got the point they're trying to make. Sometimes I just be like, just get to the point. So just say the point you want to say.
Yeah. So you think women have more of a tendency to be passive aggressive?
Nah, they be straight the fuck on. That's just not passive.
Oh, I thought when you were saying just come on with your point.
Nah, because they're going to get to the point. It just might take a little while. But they got a point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a point of the convo.
And that's women are more likely to do that than men.
I ain't never told nobody get to the point. That's an extra cuss out right there. Yo, get to the point, yo.
I be getting some shit off. I'm like, yeah, what's the point here, yo?
Damn it, man.
What's the point? But that's the privilege of not giving a fuck.
Not giving a fuck with a relationship?
Yeah, you feel me? Just not giving a fuck.
Gotta give a fuck though.
Not giving a fuck. Yeah, eventually you do. We know about a deep dive on that though.
See, Flock, I threw the oop. You gotta catch it. You gotta catch it.
We not deep dive.
You gotta catch it
today.
You gotta catch it.
If I give up my premeditated take on that I've had for a while about Dill, is I think that there's an air of not giving a fuck, but I've always kind of felt like, nah, Dill really does care a lot more than he lets people on. He cares. He gives a fuck. He gives a lot of cares.
He gives some fucks.
He gives a lot of cares. That boy gives a lot of cares.
Dill is way more in a good way sensitive and emotionally aware than he lets on.
Nah, but you still don't have to like. You can be emotionally aware and still not give a fuck. You can be emotionally invested and still be ready to just be like, fuck it.
But you haven't said fuck it, so.
What you mean?
You said you could say fuck it, but you won't say fuck it.
Why not?
I don't know. Why would you wait to say fuck it if you could just say fuck it?
Because you don't know if you go like. I don't know what you're trying to say.
You saying.
Because the argument was saying basically like, yeah, sometimes you got to say like, yeah, just get to the point, and you saying you can't get that shit off because like you're gonna get a cuss out. My thing was I don't really care that much about the cuss out, so I was like.
But I'm saying this is a conversation with somebody you care about though.
I don't think I have those. That's the point. That's the point.
Well, I guess it all makes sense.
That's the point, bro. It's a little different when you care if you lose them and shit, but it's like if you don't.
And fuck them, huh?
It is what it is, bro.
So you ain't never gave a care.
I like that term, give a care.
Yeah,
Give a care.
You ain't never give a care, dog.
I ain't never give a care. I don't.
Come
Yeah,
on,
I mean,
yo.
I'm sure I have.
We
Yeah,
can't
definitely.
be. All right.
Definitely. I've gave a care.
Lucky
But I've also
Flock
like,
got up.
I definitely gave a care, but I also like gave in a care and said like, yeah, but if this goes left, like I'm not gonna give a care in 3 days
I can agree on that
because life goes
because
on.
certain
Regardless.
shit. I was about to say certain shit not in your control.
That's my toxic shit. Life goes on.
I mean, but shit, my mom embedded that shit in me. She had
Yeah.
like a fucking slogan: "The bus keeps moving," and
Which
that
is-
shit stuck
yeah.
with me.
I like the bus
That
keeps moving.
shit
That's fine.
don't stop,
The
yo.
bus keeps,
That shit don't stop.
That's the toxic traits though, because it's like, yo, at one point it's like it's healthy to be like, yo, you don't have to invest your everything in everything.
At all.
But it's also very easy to like continue to move forward and not invest too much.
And shit, like you said, that might be the toxic shit that I might have. Like,
That's for sure.
man,
my
this shit
toxic
keep going. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
If
This shit don't
not gonna
stop for
work-
you. Yeah,
If this shit not gonna work, it's not gonna work.
yeah.
And then I'll flip it to where I'll psych myself out enough to be like, well, it wasn't meant to work, so it's glad to get it over with first. Like the earlier it gets over with, the better.
I mean, that you
Now-
could definitely
now-
say that because now you ain't. Yeah,
I might be blocking my blessings. You feel me? Like I
could
gotta
be.
keep this shit pushing. Yep. Yeah, that basketball game was crazy last night.
Yeah, Flock. You're gonna be mad when you listen back.
Wait, what happened?
Giannis be balling.
Let's have a solid little convo going about I guess Karen.
Yeah, not giving a care.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're giving a care.
that's the title.
Not giving a care. That boy said, "You give cares." No, I was saying my toxic trait is that I don't give that many cares, or even if I do give a care, I realize that I won't give a care in a week or so. So like even if it goes left, life's gonna go on.
That
And if
seems
it
like a
does
good
go
thing.
left, if
Oh,
it
so
does
that's a
go
good
left,
thing.
then it's like, yeah, if it does go left, then maybe it was meant to go left. And then I'm glad it went left because it went left quicker than it should have. So now it's like, yo, I'm back out here, and now I might find my person to give more cares to. So it's like a never ending cycle of like, fuck it. If shit goes bad, it goes bad.
That's one tip that I'll give people a lot is like realize that maybe in a day or so you're not going to be near as upset as you are today. So wait to let that shit pass.
Yeah.
Unless that keeps you from committing.
Yeah, I don't know anybody like that, but I could honestly tell you, I don't think I've ever like been too sour about any like relationships or situationships that have ended in my life. Like I've never been like too upset about it.
What?
I said I've never been too sour about any relationships or situationships that have ended in my life. Maybe one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one.
Change that to one when John tuned in.
Years ago. But I mean, still, that was like a week or two. Come on. That was a little different though. It's like a little added situation in there. Who knows?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't really give a fuck like that, which is bad, but also good.
What's up with that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Life goes on.
Is that just with relationships, or is that like with friends and everything too?
Life, majority, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Like in general, I would say like it's the same shit. Like if it's like, bro, if I'm having a bad work week, I'll call you and be like, man, I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just get a different job.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, yo, if I'm beefing with somebody, I'd be like, fuck them.
I can see how there's lots of upsides to that, but upsides are boring, right? What's the downsides to that?
Downsides would be never really investing in anything overly too much. You feel me? That's the downside of it.
Okay. Which is, I think you expressed last time something that you want, or you said one of the pods that you would be married.
That's not what I said. What I said was, idealistically, when I was younger, I thought that I would be married by now.
Get his ass.
And have kids.
So does the not overly committing too much, quote unquote, dive into not being at that goal?
No.
No, I wouldn't do that. No connection.
No.
No connection there.
Sips drink.
I honestly just don't be liking people that much.
Yeah, I was hurt when Dill was like recounting the people that he said that, I don't know if you said it in your circle or something like that. I was like, damn, I've been friends with Dill for like 10 years now, and I couldn't even get close to the circle. That's what's up.
What circle was that?
I don't know. I'm just kind of bullshit at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. We've been pretty close for a while now.
Yeah.
I keep my friendships forever though.
So I think that's investment.
I don't burn bridges, bro. Like I might like not play you as close as I ever did, but like I've never had like a bad falling out with anyone.
Yeah, me
like,
neither.
My whole life. I don't think like there's not anyone out here that could say like, yo, Dill did me dirty or Dill did this. It's very few people that it can even say I cut them off. Maybe one or two. But I'm not big into burning bridges. If I want to move on, then I'll move on, and I'm just not going to show that much attention to you. But it's not going to be bad blood.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like to make it bad blood or burn a bridge. The worst thing I think I ever did was in middle school. There was this girl that I was new to the school, and she liked me and she wanted to date me, and she got everybody in the row all the way down to me to ask me if I liked her, and I said no, because I didn't know her. And my friend turned the message back around and told everybody yes. And so we went into the lunch line, and I was standing there, and she came up next to me and like put her hand in my pocket, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "Aren't we dating?" I was like, "No." And then she cried, and it was a good time. So that was probably the worst.
Good time.
That was probably the worst burn bridge I ever had. I still feel bad about it a little bit.
Just reminded me of this traumatizing experience I had in middle school, right? It was before I started like dealing with John, so I was kind of pussy. But it was this new John, right? It was 8th grade, and she had just transferred to the school. She was bad as shit at the time. And she had just moved there and shit. And that's when MySpace first started popping, right? So where the fuck was I going with this? All right, so it's about to be like a little dance John coming. So we're chirping. It was when we had next house. We chirping for like 3 weeks and shit. John's messaging me on MySpace and shit. And she was a baddie. I was a little weird little fella at the time. So she hit me on MySpace and was like, "Yeah, blah blah. Are you going to the dance and shit?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know, so and so." And the bitch was just like, she was aggressive. She was like, "Yeah, do you like me?" And I didn't know how to play it, so I told her no. And she spazzed on me. I was like, "Damn, I really wanted to date you, you fucking nut." And I was like, "Wait, I take it back." And she was like, Not too late, dog. Too late. She didn't talk to me for the rest of the year, dog.
Damn, fumbled the bag.
Hey, fumbled the bag. That was my worst experience.
That's pretty much how mine was too. I really would have liked her, but I didn't believe that she liked me. So I said no first.
Yeah, she was dope. She fresh from New York. She had a little swag to her.
That's fucked up. She ain't go to Glasgow, did she?
No. That shit hurt.
Damn, dog.
It's trauma.
Everybody got trauma.
That's trauma, bro.
So Joe Budden has pumped more people than Meek Mill, or signed more people than Meek Mill, I think was the combo we were having.
Signed? Oh, you said signed. Oh, yeah. Bro, no. I think he's got punked more times.
You think so? Probably.
I like Joe Budden. I'm a Joe Budden fan. I think he's a cool guy. And like obviously, as you get older, you kind of like realize what his perspective is on shit. And he was never really like that street of a fella. It just sounds like he was just around street fellas. So there's probably a certain persona he had to keep up. And the motherfucker was getting high and drunk, so he just talked a little too much in his situations, which I know I've done before. So he bounced into some situations to where he couldn't back up, and he backed out of those situations. And more power to him, dog. Everybody don't got to be a shooter and shit.
Yeah, good old Raekwon.
Yeah, bro. And who knows if he would have escalated that situation, they might have shot that motherfucker in the face.
He would have been dead.
Who
Super
knows?
dead.
You feel me? We don't know. That's for sure. Yo, how was y'all Christmas though? Show was lit.
That shit was fire.
Shit was fire, bro.
Yeah.
Same.
why you switch out that like that?
Same. I was just thinking about my Christmas when that shit was lit. My mom got me a bunch of presents and shit. That shit was swag. That shit was dope.
We got a leaf blower.
A leaf blower?
Oh, you got a new John?
Yeah, backpack one.
Oh,
Pops,
shit.
So now he can approve of how I do the lawn.
You said that was from your dad?
Yeah.
Do you think that was like some subtle, like, yeah? Like, yo, get that stupid ass electric leaf blower the fuck out of here. You got your gas John with the backpack?
Yep, commercial grade.
And did he really get you the gas, John?
He said commercial break.
You gonna use gas, pussy. You gonna destroy this environment, dog. You little nut ass leaf. I saw it. Your mom showed me that video. You little nut ass leaf blower. So it's like you opened it and you wasn't even happy.
Oh,
It's like
man.
this motherfucker.
If
He went outside and was sweeping them shits up hard as shit. I don't even need a blower.
if you can know the turmoil in that relationship and what it means that my daughter was born on his birthday, it's crazy.
Oh,
Oh shit.
that's a stunt. He'll never have that birthday again.
I felt like it was God sending me a message, like, let me tell
appreciate your
you,
pop.
yeah, or like, here's what you get for complaining.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how that really works, but
Yeah, I mean, you're self-aware enough now to where you like, if obviously, you know, if you should appreciate certain aspects of him by now.
yeah,
Yeah, you're like, I don't understand. Like, yeah, you're a therapist and you're self-aware, so it's like, if a relationship's worth mending, like, it's not that hard to mend a relationship.
if
Like,
both people want to.
Yeah, I mean, you either want to or you don't. My whole thing is, motherfuckers be dying. So if I have any love for you or anything on any John, I'm gonna clear the air. Well, and if I don't, it means I don't care if you died.
How long though do you wait?
Motherfucker, I ain't talking to my pop in 3 years. That means I don't care if he checks.
Mm.
That's just what it is. You feel me? That, like, I live life kind of selfishly to where it's like, if you die, am I gonna regret our last conversation? Or am I gonna have anything kind of like pent up to where I felt like I should have got it off my chest, or I should have said this, or I should have did that? And if I don't, then I'll be completely fine with dead in the relationship and not reaching out or not. But if I feel like I will, then I'm gonna reach out and at least say my piece to get it off my chest, because you won't be knowing. Shit's short, bro. Motherfuckers be dying every day. People be having heart attacks. Our parents is at the age now where it's like, motherfucking average age is only 77. That shit come. You ain't got that much. You ain't got that much time, on average, to make shit good.
Yeah.
So like, you want to make a relationship good, even with your friends. Motherfuckers be getting shot left and right, especially in Delaware now. Like, you want to make some shit good, you better reach out and make some shit good. At least get that shit off your conscience. You ain't got time to play around with that shit like, oh, I'm gonna do it next year, or I'm gonna wait for this event to happen, or well, motherfuckers being a dickhead today, or that was a little slight John. Motherfucker, if you got some love for somebody, you better show that shit.
So like I said, all right, you just had some static with your friend. How long would you wait till you like, man, let me call this motherfucker?
So I gotta call my guy.
I don't be waiting.
Do you have to calm down yourself, or is it like once I calm down, then I could talk to him or her?
I usually give it a day or two, and then I reach out.
That ain't bad at all.
I'm not sitting on a lot of shit, bro. You know that.
Yeah,
I'll reach out, and like, we might argue again when I reach out because it might be too soon, and then we might wait 2 or 3 days and then go again. But I'm not waiting, bro. Motherfuckers is dying.
Yeah.
People die a lot.
Yeah, it's not worth the wait.
Fuck no, dog. Motherfuckers be dying. Bro, my step-pop died. The whole fucking family was talking about what they should have said, what they would have did, what, like, all his friends, damn, I wish I would have said this, and all these nice comments on the obituary and shit. And motherfucker, I was sitting there and fucked up, but I was kind of at peace, because I'm like, motherfucker, we already done had these talks and reached out. Like, and now I'm looking at everybody else, that shit's eating them up, because like, motherfuckers be putting off shit.
Yeah.
Like, even what you were saying, John, like, sometimes you don't be feeling like doing that shit. And I'm with that, because sometimes I don't be feeling like doing that shit. Like, my man's called me a couple days ago, and it was a deep dive, and I didn't really want to do it. And I like wanted to hop off the phone and say this, like, I'm about to take this, but it's like, bro, I don't know what's going on in his life. That's
no doubt.
Getting a car accident tomorrow. I don't fucking know. And I'm like, I'm not about to live with that shit. So that shit's really selfish, but life's short, bro.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I think it's hard to invest in another person because we know that when they die, it'll hurt more. I think that is scary for folks.
That too.
Like, if I put a lot of effort into caring about you and then something happens to you, then it can hurt more at the beginning. But I think, like you said, at the end, there's more peace because you know you put your best effort in and you were good in the relationship.
I mean, death's a part of life, bro. Motherfuckers is gonna die. That's just a given. Everybody's gonna die.
But I think everybody forgets about that in the moment. Because when death does happen, it's always like unless it's a sickness and you know it's coming.
Oh, 100%.
When it's like out of the blue, that shit always hit like, what the fuck? And then, like you said, you do think about the last conversation you had. Was it meaningful?
Mm-hmm.
Did I get everything I needed to say out to this person? Did I tell this person I love them? Did I tell them what they mean to me? Type shit. So, nah, I mean, but how often do you think people have those conversations with people they love or?
I don't know. Like, do people really be having like? I'm sure everybody be having shit on their chest.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
big on that shit, bro. If something's eating at me, I'm gonna tell you for the most part. I'm not
Mm,
bad in that area of life. If something's eating at me and I feel like it's kind of fucked up, I'm gonna tell you.
I feel that.
I'm not as good at that. I'm more likely to show love, but I'll hold it. I don't know if I'd hold on to something, but because sometimes I will confuse myself and be like, well, maybe I'm just like making it up, and I really shouldn't be hurt over this, and so I just
Mm,
try and let it go myself without bringing it to their attention. Well, sometimes I really want to bring it to their attention, but I don't.
I'm giving myself the opportunity to even see if it's a situation or not. Like, yeah, if this how I feel, and shit, 9 times out of 10, I overthink it, so it might be some bullshit.
mm.
But like, I could hold on to that and think it's some bullshit, or think it's like some deep shit for 7 months, or I could call you and say, "Yo, I feel kind of crazy. This is why." And usually them combos don't like usually, bro. Most of the times them shits be miscommunications, but like a lot. But sometimes that should be deeper than that, and you still need to get that convo off too, though.
Yeah. I f- the awkward combo I think is definitely good for any type of relationship or the combo that you feel is awkward because
Hundred
like you
percent.
said if something is bothering you you gotta get that shit off.
Mhm.
You gotta get that shit off.
Are
Or
you,
like Flock said, you'll just be thinking about that shit.
John? You're kind of quiet like me. Are you good at getting that awkward convo started?
Only in a private setting. Like I can't like and again, I probably it's if it doesn't feel organic to me, I probably won't get that convo off. But if we having a regular conversation and say something's bothering me, then I'll probably bring it up. Or like I said, it would just have to be an organic way. Because if I feel like I'm forcing the conversation, then I'm not even gonna be that invested. Or if I feel like you're forcing the conversation, I feel like I'm not gonna be that invested in talking about it.
I feel the same way, and I question whether or not my clutch to it needing to be organic
Mm-hmm.
is my justification for not having it.
I could relate to that because I could see that.
Like, what's the worst case scenario though?
The worst case scenario is I say something I don't mean and make it worse.
And all them
Even
conversations don't go as planned either. Like sometimes that shit goes left,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then it is what it is, and you got to deal with that. But at
And
least you
then
had
you
it.
sitting there like, damn, why the fuck we even talk? We didn't even have to talk about that shit. We could have waited another week to talk about this shit.
I'd much rather live with "I wish I didn't say that" than "I wish I would have said that."
That's a.
Mm.
I wonder if I.
I
Mm, I
I
wish I
want to
didn't
be,
say that.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
I think I want to be more like that.
Mm,
But I'll go the opposite. Uh, I don't know if that's by nature, out of fear. Like I think I hold a lot of value in other people being happy with me to a fault. That's not a good thing.
mm.
But that'll stop me from saying something like, if they're good in the relationship, then I'll get over my shit and not bring it to their attention, even if I really should bring it up and kind of bring it to their attention.
I think I'm gonna go with you on that, Flock, because I feel like I would rather be like, damn, I wish I said that than damn, I wish I didn't say that. But like you said, that just because I feel like that doesn't mean that's the best way to be about the situation. That's just how I would feel about it.
But why not say it?
Because like I said, if I feel like I'm being forced to have a conversation I don't want to have, I might say something I don't
Well, that's
mean.
the thing. If we're talking about if you want to have the conversation.
Okay, so if I want to have the
So
conversation,
if you
then I'm gonna
got
say,
something on your chest, you feel negative about somebody, or you feel
mm-hmm,
like it's a certain genre, they might have did you wrong.
mm-hmm.
Why not say that?
Oh nah, that's what I'm saying. I'll get that off. But if I, like you said, if I don't want to have that
Now,
conversation,
if you're
then I
like,
won't.
yeah, if somebody's like, if you feel like you're getting attacked, I feel that because then you
Yeah,
might act instinctively instead of.
yeah, just get you just mad defensive for no reason instead of having a real conversation where I can say what I mean and mean what I say.
I don't. I feel like I've been pretty lucky when it comes to friends. I don't know if I've had too many friends that I've really been mad at or have felt like hurt my feelings. I don't know. I mean,
Size for your man's.
yeah, but I'm not really mad about it. Like,
Yeah, you are.
you want to bring him on a pod right now? I'll call him up right now.
Yeah, call him right now, dog.
Call him right now.
We need
Call
an
him
apology,
right
dog.
now.
Can we bring it on the pod?
Yeah,
How,
dog,
how would I do that?
we need an apology, dog.
Tell him that we
Put it next
live
to your mic.
on the you live.
Yeah, you lied, bro.
How could I bring him in?
Just motherfucking call him, dog. Put him next to your little speaker, John.
Let's see if he answers.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, we really doing this.
Yeah, this motherfucker hurt. This boy
We're taking
hurt
this to the
fucking
next
feelings,
level.
bro. This boy hurt fucking feelings, dog. Fucking best man.
Let's see what happens.
Oh shit, it's ringing.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, he won't even answer you, bro. It's worse than I thought.
Oh wait, he's not gonna be able to hear y'all.
Oh, you don't want to hear anything.
Yep. Crazy.
Not live on the pod.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Not live on the pod.
Damn.
We'll have to bleep the name out, but yeah, that's,
Damn.
I'm telling you,
That-
man.
That hurts.
I wasn't lying on it.
Damn.
I wonder what that is.
Damn.
Don't know.
Damn. And it's like we're all in the same time frame too. We're all in the same time, John, bro. It's not
Yep.
late. It's not
It's not.
early.
No, that's
It's tough.
Ever since you told him you weren't voting for Trump.
damn, that's
Yeah.
kind of fucked up.
Yeah, bro. Damn, that shit hurts. Look, you want to end it here? You're embarrassing me. Nah, he's cool though. But
No, I'm not really mad about it. It's one of
Yeah, you
those
are.
mads where you're like, I'm a little salty, but it's not gonna be a big deal.
nah, it's one of them Jones where it's like, yo, I expect more, but now I gotta play it how I play it.
Yeah.
And it's not even I play it how I play it, because if he was to have a kid, like it's not like your role would change on it.
No, I'm calling ASAP out of spite.
Yeah.
I'm calling right when she goes into delivery.
You just can't you can't expect a motherfucker to be something they're not.
Yeah.
And like some people not built for like that type shit. That motherfucker might call you every day if he was doing something of interest to him.
Can't put people on a pedestal.
That's a fact, dog. You can't put a lot of things on a pedestal.
It's a long fall. That's crazy.
No, that was
That shit
kind of
hurt.
wild for real.
Yeah, that shit hurt, bro. That shit hurt us all. Goddamn.
Trying to think of who else I got beef with that might pick up.
Call
Maybe
your pop.
myself. I know that's gonna pick up and it's gonna be mad awkward.
Hey, just want to say thanks for the leaf blower.
Dylan said I love
it.
This leaf blower crazy. You got 7 speeds. Yo, you sent him a picture. It was leaves all over the crib. That motherfucker wasn't having that. Never again. Get my nut ass on a leaf blower. It's leaves everywhere in his home. He's living in filth.
Fucking dude.
That boy smiling through the pain. That shit hurts, John.
That's the, you just adding on. Just an asshole.
This is one of those where he laughs when it's way not as funny as
Yes,
he thinks it is.
No, because that's funny, dog. That's funny because you really was out there leaf blowing and shit. And he probably meant the best. Like, yeah, like, he probably meant the best. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give you something that you could use and shit. But you taking it like, damn, what he saying? My crib mad leafy. like,
He ain't shit.
yeah, that's crazy, dog. I can't call it. My mom got me golf clubs and shit, so I don't know.
Yeah. So you need to step your game up.
That's what's up. That's what's up, though.
So we got our top 3.
What were we doing again?
I don't think we decided.
We had talked about doing rappers for a second.
Oh, okay. Was that of the year?
I'd have to go personal favorites though.
Yeah, let's do personal favorites. I don't like that whole who's the actual top 5 shit.
Our personal favorite rappers of this year or of all time?
I'd go of this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody opens their music
Yep. I
library.
gotta go to my 2020.
But mine's still a little. I had Deceased guy was at the top of my listened
Same.
list this year.
Same.
Okay, that's the list we going off though.
Yeah, fuck it.
All
I
right.
mean, well, you pick your list. My shit's not completely accurate. I got Tiana Taylor as like number 2 for my
My shit
actual
was
list.
fucking accurate as fuck.
I mean, yeah, I'm talking about rappers. Though. I had like 3 R&B people.
Bet.
Yeah, me too. So we're just gonna go rappers.
Yeah, let's go rappers.
I think I went first last week. I'll go last this time.
I can go first. My first one's pretty easy. It's gonna be Benny.
Good
Nice.
pick.
Nice on Benny. I'm going. No surprise here. Mac Miller.
Oh wait, we can go any. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Nipsey Hussle.
Mhm.
And at my 2, I'm gonna go. Damn. I gotta go Larry June. He held me down this year.
Do I do 2 here or 1?
The one.
I'm going FBG Duck.
That was your man's that year too.
Yeah, shit hurts.
That was your fucking man's.
Shit hurts.
Does it have to be people that we've listened to this year?
Whoever your favorite is this year, man.
Oh, well, I've got to include Joe Budden in one, so I'll just give that one to him.
You still listen to him like faithfully?
I honestly don't listen to as much music as I used to because of time and because of podcasts, but
That's what I was asking you the other day. You still listen to music?
I try to. My second, I'm gonna go with. This isn't an always favorite, but recently Jim Jones.
Oh shit.
Dude, Jim Jones' fucking albums are fire now.
Yeah, he's fucking killing it.
His production is really great.
I'm a big Jim fan.
We talking 2020, right?
Yep.
Bet.
He just dropped the album, I think, beginning of the year.
Yeah, I think he dropped 2 for real.
He did the El Capo
least one.
Deluxe.
At least 1. Am I up or is it Flock doing 2?
I did 2.
Oh, you did Joe Budden and
Jim Jones.
now I'm back to 1.
Yeah.
Little Dirk.
Good pick. And again, Hove held me down this year. Again. Hove held me down.
I'm mad at Hove at all.
I'm going again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
are we doing 5?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I gotta go my boy Dom Kennedy.
Now, do I do 2 or 1?
1.
Pop Smoke.
Nice.
Solid. Good album.
And
Great album.
I do 2.
Yep.
And so I'm still not clear on what we're doing. We're doing 5 favorite artists
Of 2020.
Yeah, your favorite rappers this year, bro.
Not that they had to put out music this year.
Who you listen to the
You
most?
just listen to him.
Royce.
Boo.
Boo. Royce is probably going to be going down as a GOAT.
No, he's not. But the
Yeah,
Book
he
of
is.
Ryan was a great album. I tried to put John on that shit. He could not get it past.
Yo,
past that shit.
he put me on this album. All I heard was
Right.
Roy say, "I'm the GOAT." Bad.
Yep.
I said,
Yeah,
"I'm
that was-
done. I'm done."
What Hove said? Cake.
No, he said,
I'm
"No,
always
no,
be
no,
picking choosing, huh, Flock?
no.
He
He
made
made
pick and choosing,
he
dog.
made no.
I'm
He
gonna
made
be
an
picking
animal
choosing,
noise
dog.
on the track. He made an
He's
animal.
be pick and choosing,
He
dog.
could have had an animal
Cake.
actually make the noise. He said it. I was just like, this
With
ain't
500 million, I got a pound cake. Come on.
500 million. I got a pound cake.
Killed that.
Might have said carrot cake.
Damn, he's snapping. Get that man another deal. Still got it.
Hey, don't make me rap the verse.
Still got
You
it.
got the whole verse?
What? Come on now.
No, that John he did on Meek album was crazy.
What did he say? I'm not trying to give you love and affection. I'm trying to give you 60 seconds of perfection.
Come on. See, this is the thing. I can't even quote a Joe Budden bar. or a
Sign I
Royce
fail.
bar.
Hell no.
Sign, I fail. Hell
Hell
nah.
nah.
Come on,
Oh, do y'all get it?
He said,
That went
but
over
the
your
part
head, Bill.
before was this off the head. He said, this is
Carefree,
off the head. This is
carefree.
improv. Come on, bro.
Sign, I fail.
Hell
no.
no. Come on. Yeah.
Hair free, nair free, carefree.
Carefree. That's crazy.
Bill ain't named one lyrical rapper talk about.
I named Duck.
He ain't named one lyrical rapper.
Yes, I did, bro.
Who?
I did Dirk, Duck, Mac, Pop Smoke. Mac was a lyricist. And my next one's lyrical too.
Wait, do I have another?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I would have. Should have thought about it. I'm just gonna go super easy. I listen to a lot of Drake. Just easy. I mean, it's easy. Everybody knows a million Drake songs.
All right, I'm on my last one.
Yeah.
Reason.
West. And my last one, I'm gonna go Currency, the hot spitter.
Nice.
Still, man, I didn't know he was making music.
Who?
Currency?
He put out probably the most music behind Zelda.
I should have said Freddie.
Missed out
Freddie,
on Freddie.
yes.
I could have.
Freddie.
All
I missed
three of us could have
Freddie.
said Freddie. That's fucked
Freddie.
up. And
That's fucked
Currency has a project with Freddie.
Yeah, that's what put you on. Because I tried to put you on Freddie a bunch of times. And
You put me
finally
on the
listened to that
trash
shit.
Freddie. You put me on the
No,
trash
yeah,
Freddie.
bro, he hasn't been
I heard
trash ever.
Freddie spit with Currency on Currency type beats, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can rock with boy.
His production
Shit
was
fire.
always good though. He had the Alchemist project before he did the Currency, John. And then he had the two Madlib Johns.
Yeah, I was gonna say Madlib. That's crazy.
Madlib was
Crazy
after the
production.
Currency joint.
Nah, Madlib shit was. He had a Madlib John when we was in college.
Super early.
I ain't hear the first Madlib. I just heard the album.
Freddie been spitting because he had a Madlib shit before he got booked for that rape John. Which was one of the crazier things that people don't talk about is he went overseas and got booked with the rape John and beat it because the girl came back and said, oh, she actually dreamt it. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Damn, nobody ever talks about that last part. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of up on it.
She dreamt getting raped.
I'm surprised you didn't put in Young Blue. That was your boy, right, Bill?
Well, he's R&B.
Oh, is he?
Do you listen to him like that?
No.
I was about to say,
I was
damn.
gonna joke because I don't know. Joe Budden ever had an artist under his label because I don't think he's ever had a label.
Trev Rich.
Oh, Trev Rich. And then what happened with that?
He's still going. He's on Young Money now.
Yeah.
How come nobody ever talks about 21 Savage not being from here and that whole fake facade he put on? Like, that was kind of crazy, right?
Well, is that a fake facade?
I don't think it was a fake
It's
facade.
like if I moved here when I'm 5, grew up in Atlanta, like, is that a fake facade?
Well, how come he never mentioned, like...
Because he was illegal?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
He would have got deported. Like,
True. Okay, never mind.
You privileged.
I didn't know he was illegal.
I'm assuming if they was trying to deport him, I'm assuming he was illegal.
Oh, that's the whole John. They tried to deport his ass.
So he won't rap about being illegal, but illegal guns, illegal drugs, like.
Well, there's certain time restraints on most crimes.
He did them all a certain amount of time ago, and he made sure.
But it's hard to prove that you murdered somebody. It's not that hard to prove that you were born in England and you don't have a fucking
That's true.
green card.
That's true. I'm just trying to redeem my take.
I know, bro. Trev Rich. What was the other singing boy?
Amani?
Yeah, there you go.
Amani's got a couple. Amani's wrote a lot of records for your favorite artists, but we don't talk about Ghost Rider. No, I'm just saying, like, your favorite artist in general, just people's favorite artists.
My favorite artists don't have Ghost Riders.
I mean, shit, Royce wrote a lot of shit for Dre and Diddy and all the people in those records, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think those are like favorite art. It is funny that Royce was on Renegade. I think he just took him right off it and gave it to Jay.
Shout out to Hov.
Gave it to Jay. It was the only feature Jay had on his whole album. It wasn't even his song. He just took that shit.
Who got washed on Renegade, though?
Jay.
Stop. No, he did not.
Yeah, you're not about to argue with two whites.
No, he did not. I'm sorry, but he didn't get washed. He didn't get washed. He didn't get washed.
You're not about to argue with two whites and say Jay had it. But he had a better verse.
Not, yeah. It
Come
depends on
on.
what you want to
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Why not?
Come on, bro.
Jay-Z's been washed a few times.
By who? We got to stop this because I think y'all should go back and listen to Renegade.
No,
Eminem really ain't say shit crazy. He said some hot shit.
He did. I listened to it not too long ago. It's one of my
I listen
only.
to it all the time. Blueprint.
It's one of my only
played
favorite
straight through.
Eminem songs. and it was
It's not a washing. Like,
yeah, but it was
that's
like
disrespectful because Hove snapped on that shit.
it was a very easily
That
won.
was a great song for both of them to get their shit off.
Yeah, and that was one of Eminem's more listenable songs.
That's probably the only Eminem song I know from him. Every word that he spit in that
Lose
song.
Yourself.
I don't know that shit word for word. I know Renegade front and back though.
Yeah, he snapped on that shit.
He got watched by UGK. I'm trying to remember the name of the song.
Oh,
And,
Big Pimpin'?
Big Pimpin'.
Pimpin'.
He
Yeah.
did snap on that.
No, he didn't get washed. We gotta stop. Jay-Z don't get washed on rap.
I will say now that I'm older, Jay-Z's
Probably the greatest
easily,
rapper ever.
easily the
Oh,
best
yeah.
rapper ever.
I love Hov.
It's
Yeah,
not even
easily
close. It's not
easily the
even
best
close.
rapper ever. Meet the
Eyes
Parents
Out
is probably
Buildings.
one of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah. No matter how many times you listen to the Grammy Family freestyle, that shit just
Come on, yo.
gives the goosebumps.
I've
Come
never
on,
heard it.
man.
You never heard it?
What?
I don't think so, no.
That shit is iconic.
Say when. Come on, man.
Go and play it. That should be the outro to the pod.
Facts.
Who had a better career, Cameron or Beanie Siegel?
By what standards?
All right, Cam. Because
Yeah.
he can still put a
Do you
song out.
remember like state property though? Like the
Yeah.
clothing?
Vividly.
Like I was thinking about this the other day, like, yo, state property had clothing and movies that we just rushed
clothing,
to go grab.
movies, cartoons, labels, etc.
You couldn't
That's a Beans bar.
you couldn't get that motherfucking clothes quick enough, dog. And it wasn't shit but like Dickies with SPs on it.
Hove said in Beans buy a Bentley every other week. They was living different. I don't know what the fuck happened. Got booked, right?
Lean.
Yeah, Beans on top of the world.
Beans was drinking lean in fucking 98.
him and Bun B got a song, Purple Rain.
Yeah, I love that song. Purple Rain's a great song.
I only say Cam because Beanie never made it down to Florida. Not like that.
Yeah, that pool was crazy too that he had in Florida. Oh, you talking about like music? Beans
Yeah.
wasn't. Yeah, you was at the. Well, you was in the burbs.
Oh, shame on me. My bad, I'm not as street as you. All this time I was being me, not being you.
I think that was when music was regional though, back when we were younger.
I didn't think State Prop was regional.
Yeah, there was no
They
streaming,
weren't
man.
playing State Prop like
What
that
about
in
like the
Virginia.
Freeway song?
You did not hear Freeway in Florida like that.
You seen What We Do on MTV
Yeah,
Jams.
you
That's
definitely
about
like
it.
you don't know Freeway's What We Do verse.
Oh, I do. Even though
Yeah.
what we do is, yeah.
I feel like it wasn't regional.
Man,
Was it not? Was it regional?
I mean, you gotta think we did have. I mean, was you
I was right
watching
there.
106 in Park back then?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, if you was
You
watching,
sure you
TV
weren't watching TRL?
TRL. See, I didn't have a lot of good TV, so I'm gonna miss a lot of the jokes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, TRL was trash. Nobody watched that shit.
To each his own.
You watch that shit?
Yeah, I watched TRL. Carson Daly. Come on.
Oh, shit.
What's the Hove line where he's like, just ask somebody because if Fab did, or he's like, what does he say? Oh man, about he would say he would cop to it too if he wasn't still mad, if Beans wasn't in his feelings.
Oh yeah, that's Pound Cake.
Yeah,
That's Pound Cake. That's Pound Cake.
Yeah,
He redeemed himself.
Beans remember Beans came back and was like, and you diss me on another Drake song, I'm gonna slap the shit out of Drake bitch ass too.
Drake get peed on for real? Did we know that?
Yeah,
It came out and said it not too long ago, I think. Or T.I. came out and said it not too long ago.
we confirmed that shit.
Said it was his man's, he's dead now, and he basically just got too drunk, pissed in the hallway, and the splatter got on Drake, which is still wildly disrespectful, and you got to rumble after that.
Crazy disrespectful. Yeah,
Jim Jones are fabulous, better career.
Fab, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Hmm?
Jimmy ain't got nothing to compete with Soul Tapes.
Fab ain't gonna compete with Ballin.
I don't know about that. Breathe? Yeah.
Breathe
wasn't no fucking John like Ballin.
Superwoman.
Breathe wasn't a ballin'. Yeah, you're right
Breathe
about
wasn't
that.
Ballin, dog.
I mean, it wasn't nothing like balling though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like a Make It Rain type
He
record.
don't got nothing to compete. And wasn't he on
That's
one of the
just
Make It
one
Rain
record.
show? Wasn't he on Make It Rain?
Maybe a remix. It was just Fat Joe and Lil Wayne though.
Like he was on one of them Johns.
I think I don't think Jim really gets enough credit outside of like real hip hop heads about how much influence he had in hip hop and how much different things he did. Like that man did a lot of stuff.
I see he's trying to get it now though.
What's like the best label right now?
I was thinking this the other day. I don't even think rappers care to be on labels anymore. You remember how they used to shout out their label
But they
all the
are
time?
still all on. They are like all on labels still.
Majority of them, yeah. Like it
Is it
was a
like
big deal
Atlantic?
to be on Def Jam. It was a big deal to be
Yeah,
on
for sure.
Universal or whatever.
Empire, Death
And
Row.
now you
Yeah.
really only hear like TDE, but they don't really put out much like that.
Even like 10 years ago, I was thinking, what happened to the MMG chain? Remember, MMG was a big deal.
Yeah.
Good
Oh
music
fuck
was a
yeah!
big deal.
MMG was supposed to be like the new G Unit.
And then we had the Dick Chasers.
Damn, that's fucked up.
That's funny.
That's fucked up.
You got a lot of homophobic jokes that you let fly, man.
I didn't say there's anything bad about being
Wow,
a dick
man.
chaser.
Balls.
Damn, you don't like Meek?
Yeah, I don't like you. Boy, man,
I didn't.
They
I
got an
didn't
obsession,
say there
bro.
was anything bad about being
This
a
boy got an obsession.
DC.
Something's wrong with that guy.
I'm
DC
just-
should have had a couple people. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Mhm.
Young Blue.
Put that logo on the back of the hearse.
I don't. Was that whose
That
boy was
must
that?
be a Joe Budden boy.
No, that was a game. I think it was game.
That was the corniest fucking beef. That motherfucker went to Geno's and rode by taking videos, bro. Nobody cares. Game.
Game was the original 6ix9ine.
Well, it's unfortunate that he can't even make music anymore.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's
She
unfortunate.
got all his rights, right?
He can't like. That's why he's not making music. If he puts any music out, she gets all the money off of it.
That is fucked up.
Damn.
It's
That is
unfortunate,
super
buddy.
fucked up.
What did she
Shouldn't-
want? 800,000?
I think it was a mill.
You might have. I don't know. I ain't gonna say you would have paid that, but damn, that's fucked up.
It might have been more for real, bro. That motherfucker's not dropping no music. He said you ain't getting a fucking dime. And the
She
court
did
came
get
back.
his last album though.
Yeah, the court came back and said, well, she gets the royalties until it's paid off.
Fuck.
That's unfortunate
Hell yeah.
for her, I guess. I don't know. I mean, oh, bullshit, bro. 7.1 million. He's got to pay.
Oh yeah, I'm not paying that.
Damn. That's
What was
a lot.
this over the TV show shit?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Sexually assaulted her during an after hours date on the TV show. Yep. 7.1 million, dog.
That would take a lot for Game to recoup that too.
Oh, fuck yeah. That'd
Yeah.
take like 3 or 4 albums.
Yeah.
Touring and
albums.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, 7.1. He's done for.
I didn't
You know
know that. That's why he wasn't putting records out.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta mind your own business, dog. Instead of worrying about everybody else's shit, focus on yourself.
That's why I didn't know.
I like that shirt.
Huh? Oh, thank you. It's from high school.
Yeah, what rapper was it that beat a joint up in the hallway a while
Rapper?
ago? Yeah. Was it Chief Keef?
Oh, was it Solange when she beat up Jay-Z? Oh wait, no, never mind.
That was good. Would Jay-Z have been wrong if he stole it?
yeah.
Yeah.
His dip game was crazy though.
Yeah, he was.
Motherfucker was blocking everything.
Nah, the Unbotheredness by Beyonce was classic.
That was fucking crazy.
Hove came out on the next record and said, "Leave me alone, Becky."
Yeah,
Facts,
please,
facts,
please,
facts.
you
Facts.
wilding over here, please.
I hear some slander out there about the 444 album a few years later, but I still like it. I think
I love
You heard
that album.
slander?
I love that album. That album's made me a Jay-Z fan.
What? It's
I
that
love,
long?
I love that album. Yeah, 100%. I've never been into Jay.
Damn.
And that album, I was like, wow, he's really talking some shit on this, John.
John, your favorite is the Blueprint 3? That's your favorite album?
Nah.
I didn't know people liked the Black album.
What?
People love the Black album.
Yeah, I
People
didn't know
put that number one.
I thought that was like poorly received, and then I looked back on it like maybe a little while ago, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize people were calling that a classic.
That was fucking flames off the jump though.
I mean, I liked it. I mean, Tyree got it for Christmas. I remember that.
I don't
That's
know what
more
I would go number one though. I mean, maybe 444. I like American Gangster a lot now. That's a fucking fire ass album. Blueprint 1.
Just imagine where young Chris could have been without Jay-Z stealing his flow.
That's your
Stop.
man,
Jay was already
Chris.
rapping like that before he met him.
It's unfortunate.
Hove dated Beyonce a little too early, I think.
Well, doesn't he have a history of that?
Yo, y'all not gonna slander. This what y'all not gonna do. This what y'all not gonna do.
What did
We
Dame
not
Dash say?
slandering Hov.
What did Dame Dash say about Foxy?
We not slandering
Ooh,
Hov.
Foxy, yeah. And Aaliyah.
Foxy was Clark
Jesus.
Kent cousin or something like that. And
Uh-huh.
Clark Kent was like, nah, that shit ain't happened, dog.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not like, I mean, we all keep track of who our cousins are fucking, right?
Oh, man. What we not gonna do is slander Hov. We not about to slander Hov.
That's what we all
He said,
do.
I never stuck my cock in the fox's box. He
Yeah.
said that. I never stuck my
I
cock
mean, I
in the
would too,
fox's
dog.
box.
Yeah.
Come on, man. She
That's
was
a kind of a
15.
pedophile approach to rebut your claim. Like, I never stuck.
I never fucked that young John, dog.
That's what he's saying. Like, y'all not about to keep bringing this shit up. I never
fuck
hit
young
it.
John.
Yeah, I don't do it. So let me just put it in a verse for y'all, because it's the only way y'all gonna receive it.
Yeah.
In the fox's box.
Yeah, you freaky asshole.
Fucking shout out to Hov, man. This
Shout
is
out.
what we not gonna
Shout
do.
out to Hov.
Shout out
Hov
to
listening. I got you.
Hov
Shout out to
definitely
Hov.
tapped in.
John and Hov Venger for real.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I can't help it.
That's Flock talking
We
shit.
uploading this podcast on title.
That's a fact. If this shit blew up, that was all Flock, dog. I was just joking, dog. No cap.
All right,
No
y'all.
cap. That's good.
All right.
See you.
I'm gonna
Follow us
pause.
on the ground.